Shut up and sit down.
Okay, so welcome to our once a week show,
Yeah.
Chick Chat,
Yeah.
with Patty Rossborough.
Patty
my
Rossborough.
favorite.
Carrie Carabas, the beautiful and
Yeah, and I'm wearing off the shoulder today.
lovely. Sexy.
Off the shoulder. And we have with us the not so sexy Rich
I
Walker.
would speak for yourself.
May I just say something about Rich Walker?
Yes.
I think a little bit sexy. He's
Wow.
dropped
Okay.
a shit ton of weight. Haven't
Well,
you?
look. Did you showed your shoulder before because you were making
Well,
fun
'cause
of
you-
my shirt? Show everybody a bit sexy. Maybe you might change your mind. That's a wool fucking coat. That's a carpet.
Wait, is that the hair? Wait, I have to see.
My
again.
husband's.
Let me
The
see
only
if you've got
difference
hair
between
on the back. Go
him
ahead.
and my husband is his is gray. My husband's is black.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Well, I noticed that you have pecs and your stomach is gone.
Wait,
No,
put the
stomach
glasses
is there,
back on. Now
and the
check
chins
for
are
the
there.
pecs.
I
no.
can't get rid of the chins. The chins don't go away.
That's something different, though.
Well, they say they got like medicine now that can get rid
Yeah,
of
they
it.
No,
can put.
it
They can
doesn't work.
put. No, you can put something called cool sculpting or whatever.
Well,
it
you
is.
know what that is?
No.
They've taken Preparation H, something you put on your ass,
Yes.
and they put it under your eyes, and it shrinks the skin tight because that's whatever chemical is in there to shrink your hemorrhoids is shrinking your eyes and it's shrinking your chin. Of course, it's going to work.
It does? Is that what it is?
But they
no, there's a
inject it
pill.
into your bloodstream. Cool sculpting.
Well, that
supposedly.
might not
See,
be a good thing.
I think we're two people that don't know exactly what we're talking
No.
about.
Do you love my dog?
I do like the dog. I like the table a lot. Very nice.
Well, we had to move to folding chairs because Patty was hurting her neck because we were sitting on the fucking
Okay,
couch.
let me explain that last week after our podcast, I went home and I had to take Flexerol, which I haven't had to take in so long because my neck was spasming because you're on a couch, a couch from IKEA that you sink into, your back's like this, and you got to hold your neck forward to do this.
Well, now that's insulting Adam's furniture.
Well-
Is that IKEA?
It's IKEA.
Oh, she knew.
There you go. My
I don't
kid said
go
that-
to IKEA, so I don't
It's,
know.
it's
I
the
do.
millennial furniture store. Everybody, my kid has this couch. Everybody has that damn
I
couch.
hate IKEA because you can't get out of that fucking store. It's like it's a trap. You're trapped in a maze. You're like, holy shit, how do I get out of here? Then finally you're looking around and there's people actually living in the store. They've fucking given up trying to get out. They're like, let's just live here. It looks better than our living room. Fuck it.
True.
Well, you got to admit, you know what's great there? The meatballs, right?
Stop it. You
You-
eat at
let me
IKEA?
explain.
Okay, that is
First-
someone who
Well,
is
19 meatballs for $1.
Wait, listen, and the 19, here's what you don't realize: they're 19 for $1, but they actually have the
19.
lines painted on the floor from the meatballs to the toilet to show you
Because
which way
they're
to
a
go.
colon cleanse.
You go right there. The bathroom is right there next to where they make the meatballs.
You don't eat the meatballs.
Do you ever see the people in
Yeah,
IKEA?
How shitty can the meatballs be when for another $1 they'll pile on like another 20?
Yeah.
Like they're not
Right.
worth
Well,
it.
You
it's
ever
not
see
real
the
meat.
people? But you ever see the people work? No, it is real meat from Sweden. It's the
That's not
cows are
true.
cheaper there. I don't know
That's
what it is.
something
But I'm just saying
wrong.
I wouldn't eat it. But you ever see the people working behind the counter?
Yes.
They're like, "I'll take the salmon."
Salmon.
I'll
have the
Don't
twin
buy
lobster
fucking
tail.
salmon from IKEA, for God's
Well,
sake.
I'm just saying the only thing that looked kind of good was the salmon, and it was they give you the calorie count. It was like 90 calories. But anyway, they're so angry. They have their hairnets on. I don't know what it is.
Who would
You know,
want to
it's-
work at IKEA? Who wants to look at those people asking you to give them for their horrible people? I'm no offense, Adam, but like, who are the people who go to IKEA? You know what I mean? They want a
You're
cheap
right,
deal.
Adam.
They're cheapskates.
Yeah,
You
because
gotta
their
feed
furniture,
them.
you can't put it together. My husband's like an idiot. I'm like, you know what? A goes with A, even in Sweden.
You need the key. There's a key, and you gotta.
And if you lose that key, you're
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah, I
And then
think-
like a month, well, you put it together, it looks good, right?
Yeah.
And then a month later,
That's
It's
what happened. With
jiggly.
my,
the
the
whole
bottom piece of
piece-
cardboard falls
fell-
out. My kids' clothes are on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
goddamn floor, and it cost me $199. And I thought, well, that's cheaper than buying wooden furniture that's like $600. But it lasted like 6
3
months,
months.
literally.
And all our
literally.
drawers don't go in all the way. Like
Oh,
it
yeah,
hits
yeah.
like, so what's it hitting? And you hear clunk, clunk,
Yeah,
clunk.
it's something.
right? So everything's hanging
So
over.
you have to, but if you squish it like a little bit to the right, it'll pop in. And I tell my kids, you just do that because I'm not giving them nice.
Well, I gotta
furniture.
tell
Very
you,
mechanical.
that was my furniture, and something broke, and that, like you said, the bottom piece
Thing
falls
falls
out.
out.
So my husband was like, "I'll fix it."
Oh, no.
He takes the whole drawer out. He's in the garage for hours. He went and bought 2x4s and he built a whole new
He
fucking.
reframed it.
He reframed the whole thing. So it's like he spent $300 in plywood and those things. What are they called? The drawer sliders?
The metal,
brackets.
the metal things.
New
Yeah, yeah.
sliders.
So right. So he spent all the money that we should have
Exactly.
just bought a fucking new one.
But
How come the one in the store though? They show the mechanical
It always
drawer.
works,
It
that's
goes
right.
back and forth. It says it's like 40,000, 50 times. It's
you
been
know why?
going in
Because
and
there's
out.
nothing inside it. There's no kids' clothing to put any weight in. So no weight. Yeah, it goes in and out. It sucks.
Right.
Anyway.
It is a fun.
How heavy
store,
are your
though.
kids' clothing?
My
She
kids
has fat kids.
My kids are not fat, but they do like a lot of clothes, and
Yeah.
they just shove them in the drawer.
Right. They
You
push
know,
it in.
They do push it in.
Yeah.
True.
The
True.
look, go to IKEA, get your kids that furniture. Because bottom line is, really, you don't want to spend any money on your kids because they're gonna fucking wreck everything.
Well, go to the secondhand store, get real wood, paint it.
Ugh.
I don't know. Well, that's
Oh, I know what you're talking about, like the vintage stuff. For
Yeah,
like
yeah, and then just
20,
paint it
30 bucks, right? And
paint it a blue.
but you know what? You could sand it down.
Yes.
You know what though? The secret is because I used to be an adjuster, and I don't know if anybody knows.
An
this, but
adjuster of
good
what?
Insurance adjuster. But the good quality furniture, and inside the drawer has like the duck. They call it like ducktail.
Yes.
Where it's interlocked. You
Yes.
need that. If it's like that,
That's true.
It's not going to come
Then you know
apart
it's a
and
good
glued.
piece of
That's
furniture.
right.
True
Right,
antiques
Richie. Thanks,
always
Richie,
have
for
See,
that.
and you
too.
learn so much on this
Thank
show.
God that you weren't just a comic.
Right.
What else?
Did you
do you,
wait?
what else do you do? Now you're a comic. and you're
Comic?
a teacher of comedy.
I used to work at Jack in the Box.
You did not.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Richie.
Jack.
Tell us about your class that you teach comedy at stand up. It's called Stand Up University.
Oh, it is.
Mm.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know what it was called.
StandUpUniversity.com.
Okay,
and
here's your plug.
if you've ever had the dream of becoming a stand-up comic, I recommend you take it. Both you ladies. And but you know, we teach stand-up comedy, and believe it or not, we have many pros out there. Chris
Who?
Roach.
Took your class?
How about Chris Roach 6 times?
Chris Roach, who is now on whatever that show's
And
The
called.
King of
Kevin
Queens.
can-
Kevin can wait.
They
Kev-
want to be King of Queens.
King of Queens was
with
his old-
kids. King of Queens with kids.
Kevin can wait.
But can we say that Chris Roach is fucking
Hilarious.
hilarious?
He's hilarious.
Did
And
you give
Chris Monty?
But I also
Okay,
worked
very
with Chris,
funny.
Yeah.
Chris Roach.
What?
I coached him the real way to do comedy after he got done with your class.
Yeah. Then he came back and took it 5 more times.
No,
with
I
us
don't
after
think
that.
so.
I think so.
Let's call him.
Yeah,
Then
let's
he
jerk.
met
call
with
him.
me.
Believe
And
me.
then I kind of
I'm
took
sorry.
all the rough
He's not
edges off.
answering your calls anymore.
Look,
Unfortunately.
I am so sexy today.
You are, and no, look, Richie, no hair.
No, I'm going to
No
tell you
hair.
why I'm wearing this.
Yeah, because she shaved
I
it in the
bought
car.
this-
She had an electric razor in there.
Stop.
I bought this at Macy's because I got tired of all my friends. Anna Drack.
Oh, okay.
Anna Drack keeps telling me I buy my clothes at Walmart, which I do.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing, because my kids are slobs and I'm a human napkin. They
Right.
touch me with something.
You have to
and
be able to throw it in the washing machine. I understand.
you have to
When
be
you
able
have
to
kids.
throw it out. So I bought this, so I don't look homeless today. But
I
I'm
like it.
so uncomfortable in this thing because
This
when
thing's
you
sticking
wear
out.
when
Yeah,
you
it's
wear
like
this
this
off
under.
the shoulder thing, when you
Beautiful.
wear the off the shoulder thing, you always have to be doing this. You can't
Yeah.
make a movement up.
No, it's
You-
all for looks. You,
you
can't,
can't
really
move
function.
up.
It's so you.
It's non-functioning.
It's like
You.
you're a small.
See, I can't pull it off. Carrie can pull it off. Here's me with a shoulder. I just look like
That's
an old
very
drunken
sexy.
woman.
This is
Those
scar.
are- a
You have
homeless
scar
lady.
here.
I do have a scar. Carrie, why do you point it? I've had two. I've had two shoulder surgeries.
You're
I
a
have
mess.
a scar here. I
Before
have
we
a
talked
scar
about your
here.
$40,000 mouth.
And then I have a scar on my legs from my other surgery. I was in a bad car accident. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like Frankenstein.
Why'd you go through the windshield?
You bitch. You bitch. No.
Oh my god, I'm having a hot flash.
I'm sweating too. It was so hot
Well,
in here last week.
Adam,
And then
Jesus.
today I'm like so hot, Adam. Ah,
Air
look at me.
conditioning.
Ah,
Hit
I
it.
need a fan. Yeah, I would do this shoulder.
Just do one
this
shoulder.
shoulder
Yeah, that's
does
the
not have this.
what is the flash dance?
Flash dance? Do you know that I was in a movie by the man who directed that? Jacob's
Oh.
Ladder. I don't want to brag. That's my
Awesome.
one. That's my one.
It's your claim to fame.
That is my claim to
Your
fame.
15 minutes.
It
It's
isn't
not even
15
yours.
minutes.
It's the director's.
It is literally 6 seconds in, and I play a drunken woman. That's it. That was my big thing.
Wow.
But
In the
we
movies.
were talking about teeth before. You also
Yes.
wanted to move because you don't like your teeth on this
Yeah,
side.
this
of your-
tooth is bad on this side when I smile. It's gray. And this tooth is not
perfect.
It's not perfect, but it's better than this tooth because my back teeth have been done and they are white, and this tooth is gray.
See, now I am all for doing the front teeth first, like I did. They're
Yeah.
all fake,
that makes sense.
but you can't bite into an apple because you'll pop it.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
you pop it,
Yeah.
you look like
One
Duck
time,
Dynasty.
we went away on vacation, and right as vacation started, Kathy,
Kathy.
Who do you have
Who's
on
Kathy?
mind?
No, no, no.
Christine.
Christine.
Carrie's tooth. I'm mixing words here. Carrie's tooth popped off, and we had to be seen with her, and it's big black. She looked like
No, because what happens when you get laminates,
Yeah.
they scrape.
They
the
scrape your
out.
tooth
they
off.
make it a nub. Like you got a little black nub.
Yeah.
So I don't care what I look like, so I didn't put it back in. Because you could crazy
Come on.
glue it back in, so I would smile and I would embarrass them, right? Is that what happened? Where
Yeah.
were we? Hold on. We were at our big vacation, Great Wolf Lodge.
Right, but I remember being
What
in
do you
the
mean? Great. Where the hell is Great
You know,
Wolf
it's
Lodge?
like a
Sounds-
kids'
kids'
park
water
or
park
something. We
indoors.
we haven't had a real vacation in 11 years.
No,
so
you went on a cruise.
that was not fun for me.
I would hate a cruise. I get dizzy.
Horrible.
And people want to talk to you. I just want to get
I
away.
lost
Well,
my
in another
kids
2 years, we'll all
constantly.
be
See,
performing on
Look,
them.
Rich
so.
Rich Walker doesn't care if his kids ever come back to the room. I'm like, where are the kids? Who cares? I mean, I was chasing my kids around all day long, trying to find his kids, my kids. It was like-
Exhausting.
it's fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
Don't do a cruise. This sucks. Unless
yeah.
you do it by yourself.
You and
know
your
what
husband.
I always wonder. You said husband. How come nobody ever? Someone just fell overboard like last week.
They
on
died?
cruise.
Did they die?
They died.
They
yeah.
didn't fall
But
overboard.
how come
they were
that's what I'm
thrown
saying.
overboard.
But how come nobody ever falls overboard on a singles cruise? Never, never ever on a singles
That's
cruise
true.
they fall overboard.
True.
Only
That's
it's a
true.
married couple. It's either the husband or the spouse that's going over.
that somebody accidentally slipped, jumped over because the railing.
There's
is
a
pretty
railing.
high.
4 feet high.
You got to
Yeah.
fall up and over when you
Right.
fall off.
That's
the
right.
thing.
You have to be
Yes.
like a professional jumper to accidentally fall overboard.
Yeah.
It's always the husband, though. Do you watch the killer shows on TV? My
No,
favorite
but
shows.
you're right. It is always the
What
husband.
is
The
that?
hu-
It's
you
the
don't watch
husband?
Snapped and 24 Hour Forensics.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I love these shows.
Yeah,
It's
they're
always
good.
the husband.
Yeah,
I
you
always,
get ideas.
I know. My fiance hates when I watch those shows. He goes, "Why do you keep watching these?"
You want to watch the great one, the John Benet Ramsey one.
Oh my
Oh, I
God, I
can't
can't
watch
watch.
that.
I can't watch
It
anything
was
with kids.
fantastic
I
because they
can't
show you who
watch
the
it.
murderer is.
I don't want to know.
It's so good.
It's
Say
not
it
the
and I will
parents and
kill
it's not
you.
the brother.
It's the
It's the
brother.
brother.
No, it's okay.
It's the, you have to watch the evidence because they explain how it is the brother.
I do
People
not
at home
believe
don't want to
it's
hear
But
this.
I only
Okay,
know
but-
that because he told me that. But you know what?
No,
You
we-
can't believe anything Richie
It was the
says.
brother did it. When you
brother
watch,
did it.
this is
Well, how
the-
come he's not in jail?
the
Okay.
head of Scotland Yard is the one of the investigators. They picked the 4 top people in
Okay,
like
what
the
show
world.
did you watch?
It was on CNN. It was,
Fantasy Island.
No. Well, I don't know.
Listen to me.
CNN or Showtime.
Listen to
one
me.
or the other.
I watched Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil said there's no way that he did it. Not that I want to quote
No,
Dr.
he's
Phil because I
wrong.
think he's a.
Well,
You
let's
have to
call
watch-
Dr. Phil.
I'll tell you all the facts after
All
later
right.
because nobody wants to hear this. Tune in and watch it, and you make your own decision.
Okay, I have already made my decision. May I say not to blow you off? Rich goes,
Watch this, and then you
yeah, I
you
will.
let me know, and
All
you'll
right, I
see
will.
that it is.
All right, I will have
the
an
brother.
open mind.
yes.
Speaking of an open mind, I saw Carrie's Facebook Live. Was it yesterday or the day before?
I don't know. I do them every 5 minutes.
I know
And
you
I
do. You're out of your
unfollowed
mind.
her, so
And then you unfollow her.
He can't handle the truth.
And you did not like Meryl Streep talking.
No.
Go ahead.
I said on
Yes.
the rant.
Well, let's listen.
because and,
It's a
you know,
rant. Go ahead.
It's a rant. I said that Meryl Streep opened her big mouth, which I don't think these celebrities should open their big mouths because they think they're so influential on us.
they are.
They're not.
But they are.
But
I
they
think-
are
They're
influential,
not
and
because
they're
I could give a shit
they're
less what
protecting
Meryl.
you
Hold on
because
a
you
sec.
don't have a voice.
Shut your big mouth.
They have the forum.
I have a voice.
No, you don't.
I do.
Yeah, I know.
How
for
many
the 200
followers?
people.
How many people are
followers
watching
do
But
right
you
what
now?
I'm saying is,
My
okay, so
friend-
let's say you have a voice. Let's say you have a voice.
Wow,
16.
500 and
I just think if you're doing,
All right, and then I'm going to tell you what I think.
right.
Go ahead.
if you're doing the Golden Globes and you're getting patted on the back for a lifetime achievement because she's a
Yes.
great actress and all
She is
that.
a great actress.
Take your fucking thing. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, whoever helped, and bye-bye. I don't think that was a time or place for her to give us her opinion.
Yeah.
Here's
Now,
what I think.
I think half of the people who watched
Yes.
were pissed off at that.
49% probably were. And
That's right,
51 probably liked what she said.
That's right.
Okay, here's the way I look at it.
Wait, 51% liked it.
That's Patty's.
I am a bit of a liberal. Okay.
That's
here-
Patty's. It might have been. It might have been 50. Even the liberals probably didn't like that.
I can't find one
I
liberal who
liked it.
didn't like it. Okay. But here's what I think. Okay, here's what she basically said on the thing. She said we should be compassionate.
Okay.
The last thing she said was when you have heartbreak, make art, which Carrie Fisher said, that's okay. And then the only other thing that everyone got upset about was when she said that the president of the free world should not be making fun of people with disabilities.
Handicaps, correct.
Handicapped people.
Handicap.
And here's what I think. Instead of Trump, right, writing next day, you're underrated, you're this. Here's what I would have loved. Here is my dream. If he had tweeted out, you know what? Meryl Streep's right. I was trying to be funny. People saw it as funny. But now that I'm president, probably not the best thing to do. Make
Correct.
fun of the handicapped.
1,000%.
End of story. No one would
But
be
he's
upset.
not going to do that because he's one of those guys that loves himself.
He's
And
narcissistic.
never, ever
narcissistic.
He is
And he knows
Would
it
admit
all.
fault.
And,
He does.
and
What?
he'll never admit
Never
fault.
admit fault, ever.
No, he
No.
doubles down. He doubles down.
But what I'm saying to you
Yeah,
right now,
please.
Go
that
ahead.
wasn't a time or place. That's all I said. And what I don't like is these stars that come out like that Robert De Niro, because that really pissed me off.
See, I liked Robert De Niro, but go ahead. Say why.
I don't look. Robert De Niro went up with
Yes.
all these other fucking
Yeah.
actors, but
Right.
he really went up and said, "I found that comment about the grabbing women by the what's
Yeah.
pikaki,
The chooches.
the
We got it.
pikaki."
The hoo-has.
That's from Vinny the Plumber. No,
What does he
so
call it?
the
Bukkake?
pikaki. So he said, "I found that to be disgusting. This, that, and the other thing." And he went on to say that Trump, who at the time wasn't president and talks like every fucking guy out there.
Richie, do you talk like
But
that?
I do not.
Do you talk about
I am
grabbing
a
women's
gentleman.
pussies?
Yeah, you do
And
because I drive
I
with
am
you to
more
every
fit to be
gig.
president than him.
I would vote for you over him.
Of course.
I don't even know
I
anything
ran
about
for
you.
board in my condo, 345 homes, and I won by 90%.
Right, because
to be
they're
on that
all
board.
senior citizens.
They're
that
senile.
in their
Whatever it
90s,
was.
in their
Whatever it
90s.
was.
But wait,
Okay.
so let me finish.
Go ahead.
So he goes on to say
Yes.
that he was appalled and disgusted about this. It was
Right.
raw, and he wanted to beat the shit out of him.
Right.
But he went out to do Dirty Grandpa. If you haven't watched it,
Okay, that was a mistake.
he's an 80-year-old man jerking off.
Well,
If your kids are watching this, turn it off right now.
my kids.
And
won.
he's jerking off, and his grandson walks in on him, and you see De Niro actually.
Enough. You
That-
don't
okay,
be
that-
graphic.
Okay. Wait, how did he go again?
Wait,
Okay.
and he's got tissues. It's the most disgusting scene
right.
because
What's
you're
the movie
visualizing.
rated?
Wait, you're visualizing an 85-year-old old man or an 80-year-old man, and then the rest of the movie, he goes on to want to get blowjobs from 20-year-old girls. Now that's not disgusting, Mr. De Niro.
Okay,
Is that not disgusting?
That is disgusting, but he still has the right to say when the president sees something, say something. See something, say
But hold
something.
on. So if De Niro runs for president in 5 years from now, the Dirty Grandpa movie should be brought up and constantly bashed in your face.
Well, you would say it's a movie. It wasn't
Well,
real
it
life.
was 25 years ago or whatever he said it. And who cares when he fucking
But that's
said
also
it?
not his personal opinion. He's playing the part, however it was written, whether
Really?
he accepts the part or not.
Really?
First of all, I love your
Really?
comment. Let me comment now.
You are a role model. You are a role model in today's world, and you.
Robert De Niro's a role model
I'm
for
just
who?
saying he's
Every
an actor
gangster in
'cause
Brooklyn.
He's
Wait a
got
minute.
he's got an opinion, right? So he's obviously he's got fans. So he's actually condoning that
Let's not
disgusting
compare
behavior.
Robert De Niro
wanting to bang a
with Meryl
20-year-old.
Streep,
Okay,
first of all.
we're not.
Robert De
I
Niro
like
plays
Meryl
Robert
Streep.
De Niro in every movie.
Wait a minute.
She
No,
is-
no. Robert De Niro won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The guy is the best okay, maybe the last 3 movies he's at. But you look at Godfather, what's that movie where he played the boxer, Raging Bull, Goodfellas. Those are like Godfather. This is like the 3 best movies like
But
ever,
he's the
ever,
same
ever.
character in every one.
I think he's
Oh,
different.
Wait,
Wait a
wait,
minute.
wait, wait. De Niro
Analyze
was in
this.
Godfather?
Yeah, he plays
Yes,
the
he plays the young
It might
guy.
be Godfather
Come on,
2, I
Richie.
can't remember. He plays the
Richie.
young he
Oh, I
plays
never
the
saw
young
it.
Marlon Brando. He's so handsome and so good in it.
When he was 20, he was
When he was 20, he
good-looking,
plays
yeah.
the young
Are you sure?
yes.
Yeah, but every movie after that, he's been the same guy.
All I know is
Look, he got lucky.
Betty Davis was the same woman in every movie, and
Right?
she
They're
was
all
great.
the same people
Well,
in the
they
same
were-
movie.
They were. Who do you want him to be? Well, Meryl
No,
Streep is
Meryl
somebody
Streep,
different in every
she
movie.
could actually act.
Let me
She-
say
I
one
do
thing.
have to
Please
Let
do,
me say
Rich.
one thing.
That's why we
First
have
of
you here.
all, don't forget Meryl Streep. Here's her claim to fame is probably Sophie's
Silkwood?
Choice.
Oh,
No.
Sophie's
Silkwood.
Choice.
So
Fantastic.
Sophie's
And
Choice.
Silkwood.
She's got happy moments with her children, and it was shot out of sequence. So every day she was back and forth between having her children ripped away from her and then having back in love and happy moments with the children. So for an actress to be able to go back and forth between unbelievably dramatic scenes, this is why she is who she is, and is one of the best. But you
Thank
said
you, Siskel.
thank you. But you are saying it's not.
I'm not saying
it's
that she's
not-
not a
you
good actress.
said-
I'm saying she
No.
should shut the fuck up.
wrong.
No.
You
When
let me finish.
when she's getting her award.
This is the
Okay,
Carrie show.
Let him finish.
What I'm saying to
It
you
is
is you're
the
saying
Carrie
it is
Patty.
not the
And
forum. What is her forum? This for 250 people or 30 million people?
Wait,
I don't
how dare
understand.
you talk about chick chat like
No,
that?
no, if
How
she-
dare you?
Listen,
Well, it's starting out at
Listen,
200
she
people. I'm
could-
saying it's
hold
going to go
on.
to 5,000 people.
All these actors have millions of dollars, correct? Millions and gazillions of dollars,
Right.
right? They're all, if you look at their worth, they're worth in the 250 million,
That's
the
right.
300 million, the
Yes.
400 million.
So why can't those
wait,
people say
why
something
can't
what
they
they
turn
think?
around and say, you know what, I'm going to take $1 million and I'm going to make a commercial. It's not going to cost me much. It's going to cost me $1 million from my $400 million, and I'm going to make my commercial. You're
There
gonna
are
still-
actors that do that.
So,
Yeah, they take
so
out full-page
don't
ads in
do
the
it.
newspaper.
Don't
That's
do
right.
it. Don't cram it down our throats. We don't want to.
I wasn't crammed.
I don't
wasn't
watch
crammed.
it.
You want to know something?
I
I was
don't watch it.
moved. I was moved
Correct.
to tears. I was
Yes.
like, this woman took her. Okay, here's what I has the way. Look at Carrie's face. This is how. Thank you. This is how I saw it. She won an award. She could be thanking, the people who got her there. She could be thanking her family.
And she should have been.
She instead decided to put herself behind her and
Right.
say, here's what's happening in this country. Wake up. We can't be kicking out people who come from other countries like my grandparents did, your grandparents from other she's saying, look, all these actors are from other places. She took the time because what is she going to do if she doesn't do it? And by the way, if she took out a commercial, she'd have way more people see it on the Academy Awards. That was, I don't know how many people watch.
Wait a
Global,
second.
global.
So she's saying that don't kick people out. Okay.
Yes, that
no
was one
one's
of the
saying
things.
kick people out, but you have to come in through this country the proper channels.
I agree with
correct?
that.
Okay. When people are flying into this country and she's behind a security wall of, she's got a wall around her house. You can't get near fucking Meryl Streep's house.
First
you
of all,
can't even get on her block.
you're missing the
without-
point.
You
Award
shut the fuck
shows-
up. You can't get near.
It's going to be hard
Her
to
house.
get guests after this.
You can't get near her house. Am I right? I'm right. Now,
that part's
shh,
right.
Let everybody in. But I have my security. But I have my wall of fucking get out of my house. And I've got my guns and my armed security guards at my house.
Who's going to
don't know
your
if she's
house,
got
Carrie? Who's going to your house that you're worried about?
Not saying that, Richie. But what I'm
You live in
saying
nice-
is,
You-
on
a
very
nice little hilly
house.
street.
Very nice.
You got nothing to worry about. Who's
I
coming
don't
after
live
you?
in live in
Huntington.
No,
or Comac.
Huntington.
Yeah, I know.
So let me explain.
I've been in your mailbox. It's
No, it's Huntington.
You were in her
no,
mailbox.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing. I have no interest in her mailbox.
Excuse me.
You're such a dick.
How dare you?
He's such a fucking dick. But first of all, so
Okay.
what I'm saying to you is it's okay. It's cool to say, let everybody in. It's not going to affect me. You're going to have to pay for them. You're going to have to pay for them. I'm going to have to pay for everybody because they go to emergency rooms.
Oh.
People. So if you want to come into this country, I'm not saying don't come in because my father came in.
Yes.
My mother came
My
in.
grandmother came in.
I get it. Of course, I'm all for coming
I
in.
want them to
but
come
you
in.
got to come in with the right.
paperwork, whatever.
Right,
Yes,
right.
I
Well,
agree.
you need to get online. In other words, to get
Yeah.
in and get passed through. Agreed with that.
Agreed.
Everybody
We're
agrees with
agreed.
that.
Right, but that's not how people were coming in. And that's not how people are coming in now.
Well, let's
People
wait.
from
Wait.
Greece-
You have family
People
members.
from
I've met them
Greece-
at your barbecues that are all here
Listen,
because they
I'm
flew
about
in
to
and you
just
picked
say
them up
that.
at the airport.
I'm just about to say that people from
Okay.
Greece are coming in because
But Greece is acceptable.
right, Europe is acceptable. So people are
Oh,
flying
I
in from
see.
Europe and they're not going back. So that's the same exact thing that's happening, whether it's Mexico, wherever.
So,
They're still getting
not
in, which
good
is
for Mexico,
not fair.
not good for Iraq. Listen,
It's
I'm with
not
you.
good for
I
Gre-
don't
you-
like
you
it.
I'm
really
not saying
should-
everyone should come in. I'm just saying I think she has a right to say we need a president. The president can't do that. And instead of him taking a tip and going, you know what? She humiliated me in front of everybody. And you know what? I'm going to be a bigger man and
He
go.
doesn't give a shit.
But he should.
He doesn't.
He should give a shit and go,
He
you know what? I
doesn't.
don't want to make fun of crippled people. Cripple
He
is
loves
politically
himself.
incorrect.
Yes, that's bad. How dare you, Pat? You're just as bad as Trump.
You know
Why
what,
don't you go like this?
People in wheelchairs, it's like, you know, you don't make fun of those people. They're little kids. Anyway,
When you get to a certain level of money,
People in wheelchairs are little kids.
there are little kids in wheelchairs, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
But listen,
And they
when
look
you-
up to the president, and the president is making fun of them?
No, but people have stopped looking up to the president. The last 5 presidents. Okay.
You know, I love how
No,
everybody that
Obama.
voted for him is now kind of backing away. when
I don't.
this-
On Facebook, they're not backing away.
Nobody's backing away.
Yeah,
People
they're
are all
backing
for
away.
Trump. They didn't want her. They all were for he. That's
Yeah.
why he won.
Now
But
it's
you know
egg
what
on their
amazes
face.
me?
What?
What amazes me is that when you get to a level of money and power and whatever, you didn't get there by caring about your neighbor or the guy behind you. You stepped on someone to get there most of the time. So, bottom line.
No, maybe I should start stepping on some people.
Yeah,
get
you probably
somewhere.
did. You probably stepped on an old lady to get to be bored of your senior citizen.
What the hell?
I don't live in a senior citizen community.
All right, here's what I want to know also about. Can I talk about the Golden Globes for a second?
Yes.
How can these guys who are Scientologists, like what's his name? Come on, have you seen the Scientology shows that talk about all the stuff that they did to them, forced abortion? You know Leah Remini? You ever watch her show?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I
Leah
didn't watch
Remini
the show.
reminds me of you a little bit. She's sexy.
She,
she's got
you
a big
think?
mouth. She's like, I don't give a fuck. She's like going. The Scientology people are following around in the car, and she goes,
They're shooting at her.
yeah, she goes, she goes, you think I'm intimidated? She goes, it just makes me want to fucking fight them harder. She goes, I don't care. And when she said that, I thought of Carrie Kravitz. That just was so Carrie Kravitz. But anyway, so she's
I'll
saying
tell
all
you
this-
one thing. She's a great actress because she did nail Carrie on King of Queens.
Was that you?
That's her.
You know what? They're all saying it.
I think it is you.
It is you. Even her name on the show is Carrie. Come
I know.
on.
Well, it's a very strong coincidence.
Isn't
very
it though?
strong.
And I
got
worked
to-
with Kevin for years.
Yeah, yeah. It was you definitely that kind
But
of.
whatever, I don't
but,
care.
But how do these people who are famous, who are Scientologists, like Tom Cruise, but like last night at the Golden Globes, who's the guy with the Eddie Munster fucking wig? Who played the Kardashian guy? Come on.
I don't know.
Dun, dun,
I don't
dun,
watch.
dun, dun. Why can't I think of his name?
John Travolta?
John Travolta. Thank you.
Oh, wow. He does
was
look like
good.
Eddie
That's
good.
Munster. He
put
looks
an
like Eddie Munster.
wig. But anyway, he's a Scientologist.
Is that a wig?
Oh my! Is it a wig? Have you ever seen him without
oh,
it?
God.
I know. He looks like, what is it?
He should take it
Devo?
off.
What's the ones that wore the
Yeah,
black?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
those plastic wigs.
Who is that?
It was
I think
Devo.
that was
no,
Devo.
Devo wore the pot flower
Men with
pot.
The
hats?
flower pots. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, it was
But
Devo.
how can they go on TV? Like, how can they still be out there saying Scientology is good when there are like 8,000 people talking about how horrible it was? They're forced abortions and they've been kidnapped. Like,
What? Forced abortion?
yes. When you
She
join
will
the Sea
come.
Orgs,
They all come out of it eventually.
Wait a minute. What happens
when you join the Sea Orgs, when you're at the top
What's
level.
the Sea Org?
I don't know. It's this top level in Scientology.
Is this Sigmund and the Sea Monsters?
No. But they take you to a place, you're in the middle of nowhere, and they have, fences and everything else. And if you want to get out, you blow. That is what they call it. But anyway.
What do you mean you blow?
You
What
have
do
to get
I
out.
have
You
to
have
blow
to,
somebody?
No, you have to get. No, you don't have to blow anyone. You have to get out. But my point is,
How do you get out?
but if you're a woman and you're in the Sea Org and you get pregnant, they tell you must have an abortion
Why?
because they don't want kids around.
They don't want
you
any
to work.
more Sea Orgs.
They want you to work like 70 hours a week or whatever it is. But anyway,
doing what? Recruiting other Sea
That's
Orgs?
part of-
Baby Sea Orgs?
I don't know exactly what they do, but they have to raise money. They have to raise funds, raise money. But you see these people sitting there just talking to all these liberals and everything else, like they're pretending that we didn't just see on A&E all this stuff. Well, maybe you guys didn't see it on A&E, so maybe nobody, you know what I mean? But it's like a big deal. Why are they allowed to? The two of you are looking like, can we please move to a new topic?
no,
No, neither one of us are listening, actually. We're just staring
Their
at you.
eyes are I look at Rich Walker's eyes are glazed. Like, can I go home now?
You lost me at Sigmund something Phi Theta Kappa.
Well, anyway,
I don't
all
even know
right.
what
I'm
that-
just saying it seems
Right.
weird that.
And this is the topic you came up
no,
with.
all right.
Is that on your in your notebook?
No,
That- well, I want to talk about.
Leah Remini.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about her, and then
I
she
like
reminded me
her.
of her.
I really
Yeah,
like
she
Leah,
does.
and I think Leah is doing what she wants to do, and good for
a
her.
lot of balls.
A lot of balls.
Yeah.
Unlike you. spineless, ballless.
We are never having another guest on the show.
No.
after
At
this.
least not a man.
At least you're what?
See
Not
how
a
many
man?
people are
We're up to
watching.
7.
We
Anybody
got
asking
4
anything?
people watching.
4? That's
No,
good.
14, 13, 14.
We don't even know. How do you know?
She's making it up.
We're
Oh, look, there's a
breaking
lag.
ground of new technology right here.
Is anyone saying anything?
You
Which,
answer
by the
back.
way, the 17th Stand Up University, tune in for our first, this is true, our first live
no.
video feed. Being that everybody's doing this, and this
you
is
usually
probably.
plug after you, right before you leave.
At
in
the
I
end.
know.
At
Well, I
the
didn't
end,
know if I
Rich.
was going to
Okay,
last
so
till the
you're
end.
leaving.
So
Please
I
get out now.
drink Aquapana. You know
Why?
Well, because it's in a glass.
Salt, though. High salt content. What's your
Yes.
sodium content?
whoa.
I don't know. Who cares?
No, it says sodium free. Sodium
Oh.
free.
Where?
Huh? Now I'm
Oh
a
yeah,
smarty
sodium
pants.
free right
Oh,
here.
it is?
What do you
Okay,
think?
then you
Well,
can.
I was
That's
gonna
fine.
look to see.
All right.
Instead, it's got preservatives.
Well, you don't want to drink out of plastic.
I should.
Why?
I do drink out of plastic.
the
It's bad.
BPA.
Cancerous.
Look at this. I refill this bottle 150 times because I'm
So
eco-friendly.
he-
Rich, I have.
the
Never
backwash. the
refill
backwash,
a bottle. They say plastic. If
Why?
you the original water, I don't know, but refilling it, more plastic leaches into your water. Never refill
and
the plastic.
the backwash from his germs in his mouth.
Yes.
That are fest. Look, you can actually see them. Can everybody?
Those are
see?
sea monkeys. Give it back.
What would you call those?
I don't know what they're.
Sea urchins.
Yes.
Look,
They're
first
in
of all, I want to show you something. See, the label lasts long for a reason. That's why they put it there. And this is, you're right.
It's a
more
dollar.
plastic comes off.
Why can't you just buy another fucking plastic
Yeah,
bottle?
why you so
more
cheap?
plastic keeps coming off
Oh,
in
he
my
is
water.
cheap.
Is he cheap?
I am not cheap.
He's cheap.
I'm not cheap. I just won't.
Do you buy your wife jewelry?
I don't care if
No.
I'm.
Do you buy your wife jewelry?
She has all the jewelry she needs.
Because she bought it herself.
Did she buy it herself?
Yes.
You have to
She's
buy-
the breadwinner.
My wife is not.
She has a.
She
works
is
for the
not.
LIRR
Yeah.
pension 401k
Really?
health benefits
Mm.
like galore. If she dumped your ass, you would be living in this studio with 3 other guys.
Let me see if
that
she's
pay.
loving this right now.
So
Oh, heart.
yeah,
hearts.
you better be on your best fucking behavior.
Yes, I
That's how I am with Kevin. I'm lucky. I'm lucky I got someone doing all that stuff. So you must be happy.
I'm happy. Yes,
Gary's face.
we're very happy.
They are happy. Listen,
Kleenex.
after the first year of marriage, then you're
Yes.
like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. You know, and then you just like it's
Actually,
you
you said that before you were married. Okay.
know, well, I was desperate. I was
How did you nail him down to marry you? How old were you?
I was 39.
How did you get him to marry you? Because,
And
you
she's
know,
been
a lot of
married
men will date
27 years.
cute, hot girls like you, but how do you get him to marry you?
Okay,
Ultimatum?
That's
here's what I did.
easy.
I went on a website called eligiblegreeks.com.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did.
Why
Yeah.
a Greek? Why a Greek?
Because at that point, I want, because every year I got to explain why my, family's eating the goat balls or the goat eyes, or my nephew's eating the tongue of the lamb. Why is there a German Shepherd
I
on
have
a
to give
spit?
credit to Keith Anthony. He says Greek food, because we go to your house and stuff, they disguise it under a different name. Like, it's like, what is this, chicken? No, those are goat balls, or whatever. It's the goat's asshole. What are these onion rings? Goat's asshole. But it looks like an onion ring. You disguise
Yes,
it
we
really
do.
good.
The intestines of the freaking cow is gross.
So how did you get him to marry you?
Well, so I decided to go on eligiblegreeks.com, which a lot of you girls should be on.
Now, does this mean they're from Greece or
No, they're Greeks.
they're Greek? Okay.
Okay, so I went on, by my 4th date, I said I have to get spy camera equipment. I have to film these dates because they were so outlandish. These guys were so retarded. They were just dumb. They were like, one guy,
You went on the date. You didn't just go, let me talk to you on the
no,
phone.
I
You
went on the date. So I go on the first date. The guy is completely covered in gold. He's
Ew.
got it open up to here. The
Ew.
hairs are popping out.
Ew.
We're at a restaurant and I can't even eat because I'm looking at the gold with the hair coming out of it and I'm ready to throw up, right? So he goes to me, can I ask you a personal question? He had a Greek accent, which was another X.
This is not Sam.
True, no, true
Oh.
story. Might have been his cousin. So sure. What kind of we're eating salad. Like, what kind of personal question are we going here? We just got our food. He goes, "Are your boobs real?" I
No.
swear to God. I swear to God. And I go, "Actually, they are, but my nose is fake." And he looked at me.
Is your nose fake?
He's like, "Your nose?" I go, "My nose is fake. It comes off." When will I see? And he's trying to kiss me. And you know when you do this?
yeah. Get away.
You're like, "Oh,
Ew. Horrible.
So that, and then the next date I went on, and this is when I decided I got to get a spy camera. Well, I went on, I meet this guy and he goes, "So, what do you like?" And I'm like,
oh my
"Oh
God.
my
He's
God,"
gay.
he was flaming.
He's gay.
And he's a cop, and he goes, I go, "I know what you like." And he goes, "Well, my parents really want me to get married and settle down and have children." I go, "But do your parents know you're gay? Do they know you're gay?"
You didn't say that.
No, I didn't, but I was. It was right here. It was right here. So then I go, I got to get spy camera equipment. I have to get, first of all, then it became a joke. Then I had my friend Elena's picture on my profile.
Why?
She looks nothing like me. She's skinny. She's got like thick eyebrows. She's gorgeous. So because I wanted to see how much they actually pay attention. And then,
By the way, in Greece, thick eyebrows is gorgeous.
no, she's
Chaka. Look at that. Remember Land of the Lost?
What is
no,
that?
she is gorgeous, right?
I saw.
You know what it is? That was
I-
Carrie covering herself.
It's-
She in case she's watching.
No.
She had
I-
these big thick eyebrows.
No.
But she was gorgeous.
No. When she says big, thick eyebrows, that you're picturing
Like
that.
Brooke Shields.
But instead, you should be picturing like models
Brooke
today. They
Shields.
have the.
She has beautiful,
I'm looking at the
thick
one in
eyebrows. Gorgeous girl. I got her picture on the Facebook, on the profile.
Yes.
And then I decide that I'm going to get spy camera equipment. Cynthia Levin, another very funny female
Very
comedian,
funny.
is helping me find the most outrageous profiles. Ladies, look no further. Your Adonis is here. I love long walks on the beach. All bullshit. Like, really? When was the last time you took a fucking long walk on the beach, you freak? Unless you're hiding a body. So I meet this guy. Oh, so I get on the phone with them. We're trying to make a date. And he goes, "By the way," he goes, "I'm looking at your pictures, and how big? You said you're a 36D."
Why are they
No,
all asking about
double
your
D,
tits?
double D. And I go to him.
Weird.
I go to him. I'm a 36 double D. Like, I lied, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I go, "Well, in your picture, you kind of look fat, and you wrote muscular." And he goes, "No, I'm muscular. That's not, I'm muscular." So anyway, whatever. So every date I went on, I had my friends meeting me already at the location that I was going to.
This is very involved.
Very involved. And spy camera. I was my.
You have this on tape?
Yes. So now I meet him at a place and he pulls up. Now my friend's in the car behind me.
Yes.
He doesn't know it. He pulls up to me. He walks up to my car. He goes, "Carrie?" I go, "Yeah." Now he doesn't notice that's not my eyebrows. It's not me. The first words out of his mouth after Carrie were, "You're not a double D."
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God. Wait. And then I go, "And you're fat. So we're both liars. Perfect match. Go fuck yourself." So we get in the car and oh my God, the date from there on was funnier and funnier. So we sit down next to Elena, who is,
Why
the
is she on the
picture-
date with you?
she's at a table already with a friend. So he doesn't know she's my friend. But she's the girl. She's
the
the
picture.
picture of the girl, all the
And
pictures
she's
of her.
double D.
And she's not. She's flat, but not flat, but she's not double D. So she's sitting at a table next to her with her friend, and I'm sitting here. We just so happen to tell the girl when we come, make sure you seat them.
Right.
We had a signal with the restaurant people. So all of a sudden, we were sitting down. We order our food, and he goes, "Let me ask you something. Have you been tested?"
What? Carrie?
I swear to God, I'm not making it up. And I go, "I'm sorry, for what? My SATs?" He goes, "No, you've been tested. It's still gold chains, a fucking retard."
I don't
And
know what you're talking about. When I used to date, I used to bring my results. There it is. Read it and weep.
Nobody fucks me. That's what that
I
means.
did have a guy
I
show
have
me
no-
his papers once.
Nobody-
that he had been tested, which made me immediately think he was lying. He's also the guy when the first time he kissed me, after he kissed me, he said, "I will never hurt you."
Ugh.
And I just thought,
That's really funny.
I said to him, "That's a very weird thing for you to say." And he goes, "I go, why would you say that?" He goes, "Just because I never would." That guy turned out to be. Oh, I'll let you get
My
back to your story.
husband.
Your husband.
The worst stalker. He left me a message,
Oh.
14 messages back when you would have to go, right? 14 messages. And the first one's like, "Where are you?" Like he thought that, why aren't you back tonight? And I had turned my phone off. And why aren't you back tonight? What? Maybe you're just whoring. Maybe you're catting around. Maybe you're whoring around. Then at the end, it was like, "You fucking whore. You."
And
he
this
said-
is all in a 3-minute.
on a thing.
3
Yeah,
minutes.
when I woke up in the morning, I'm going 14 messages, and as I'm listening to it, I'm going. My face is like, oh. It was
That
just
was-
like, oh my god. And then when I called him up, I go, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And he goes, "Oh." I go, "I turned my phone off last night." He goes, "I thought you were cheating on me." "Oh, good. Okay, I can't wait to see." I go, "That's it. Over.
That's
We're
when
done."
she stopped dating
We're done.
psychics.
And he he started. He would come to my shows. He'd grab me as I go. But anyway, so if anybody says, "I will never hurt you," they will. And if they show you a paper that they don't have a disease, they probably do. Okay,
They
so
do.
go ahead.
They do.
So I want to hear how you got your husband to marry you.
So wait, where was I?
Okay, so the guy
you went off on
says to
4
you,
other dates.
All right, so whatever. So now whatever. So I get off. I get off the. I was trying to sell the show. It was going to be called Love.com.
on your wire.
Well, I was trying to get Rick, my manager at
Oh,
the
okay.
time, to
Oh, yeah, I know your
pitch
manager.
it to a network. And you never see the girl. You only see the guy. It's always the dates, and you hear these ridiculous
I love it.
comments
great
from
idea.
men.
Love the
Because
idea.
if you let a man talk long enough, there's comedy there. So I ended up going.
That's why she cuts me off.
I know.
That's why no. So then I went to one nightclub. I had Dangerfield's gig at like 1 a.m, and then I met my friends were in Astoria, and it's right over the 59th Street Bridge because I'm not a club person. I don't drink. I can't mingle with drunks.
Yeah.
So
me too.
I can't.
Ugh.
I can't. So we go, and he's there. Sam is there with a mutant of guys.
Was it a blind date, you and him?
No,
or you just met him
We
in
went to
group?
a club.
Oh, okay.
And we sat in a table, Greek
right.
club. It was called Zodiac. And he's there with mutants. And it's me, Elena, and another girl. And right away, he's attracted to Elena. Elena's like, ugh.
That's always a bad sign when they like your girlfriend.
They
more than
always
you.
liked her. And they the unibrow.
It was the double
was
Ds.
so
Oh, you said she
sexy.
didn't
She doesn't have double Ds. It's the eyebrows.
She's very sexy girl. She's hot.
He likes the eyebrows.
You could check her out. She's E-Rocks on Facebook. But she's so hot, and he liked her. So we were all dancing, and his friend stepped on my foot, and I saw stars. I wanted to punch this guy in the face. So at the end of the night, he says, "Hi, how you doing?" Blah 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 blah. I met him, and then by the second month, we would go on dates, whatever. I go to him, "Listen, I want to have a kid," and he goes, "Well, I want to have kids one day too."
You said that the second month you knew him that you want kids.
This is good. This go.
yes.
Okay.
So
I said,
fit-
I want to have kids. I mean, listen, it's your life. You either make it happen or you don't. If you're going to wait for some guy to dictate to you when you're going to have kids, you're never going to have kids. You have to take
I'm actually
stand.
in agreement. I'm in agreement.
So he said,
let this
"I wanna
asshole
have
make my
kids
decision."
Too.
He goes, "I want to have kids too one day."
Oh, no.
Wait. I go, "One day?" My head spun. I go, "One day?
I
I'm
need
39 years old. I need, no, now. It's now. You're
Yes.
either in or out."
Yes.
And he was like, so the first thing he said to me, he's got a very sharp wit. He's very fast.
He's
and
very
good.
funny.
Oh, he's so funny. He goes, "Can I finish my salad?" And answer.
That's
so
cute.
He goes, "Okay, I guess I'm in." So I go, "I need to take your blood." Now I had at the
You
time.
did
I did. I had. There's a home AIDS test you could get at the drugstore for $40. It's probably went up by now.
You gave
probably
him an
60.
AIDS test?
I go, "You don't mind if I give you a little AIDS, if you take an AIDS test?" He goes, "No problem." Now we were back in my apartment. And he goes, "No problem." I go, "Okay." I go in the closet, I get it. I go, can I have your finger? He goes, wait, you're going to do it? I go, yeah, I'm going to do
Who
it.
does an AIDS test?
I did.
I never even knew.
I didn't think a person could do that. You have to go.
I did it.
And where do you bring the blood to be tested?
So here's what I did. I take his finger.
my
and he's
God.
like, oh my God, is this going to hurt? I'm like, just calm down. You're a man. Damn it. He's like, wait a minute. I go, just give me your freaking
Ow.
hand. So now it has this little knife and
You
it
know how to
goes,
use my hand?
it goes, chit, and it slices right into his finger and the blood. Now I have gloves on, of course. And now you get
Just in case he had AIDS.
You have to be
I
covered.
can't. I got to be careful. So I got this little piece of paper, and
Oh,
I
you're still using my hand.
now
Ow.
and just drop the blood
Drop
in,
the blood,
in 3
tip, tip.
circles. Put it in an envelope. Mail it. And in 3 days, you call the number. You give them the number on the paper.
kidding
And
me.
it'll give you the results back.
You would think that the blood would go bad in 3 days.
No, it'll show
Funny
if it
how
has
you would
it.
trust that even. Yeah, sure.
Wait,
When you call up. Beep. Yeah, who? Sam.
it's a machine. It's
Yeah.
a machine, and it goes, your
Yeah,
results were negative.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm serious. So now what happens? I call him up like 3 days later when I get the results because I was frantic trying to get those results. My clock is ticking. So he goes now and he answers his phone. I go, hi, listen, I just called that number for the results.
And
I
we're good to
said,
go.
No. I go, you
have AIDS.
want to call, you might want to call the number.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, what? And he goes, well, did you find out the results? I go, yeah, I know the results. I go, but why don't you call it? And he's like,
So
what do you
mean.
mean? I go, I'm not going to listen. They're your results. You need to listen to it. You call. And he's like, are you serious? I go, yeah. That was
So
negative.
mean.
But that was so mean because for that second, he must have been like, how many girls did
Oh
I
my
fuck?
God.
How
Why
many
is
girls
Carrie-
did I not use a
Whole
condom?
life
Carrie's
flashed before
sense
his
of
eyes.
humor is like a guy. Like, what woman would do that to a man?
Sicko.
That is like what guys do to guys. Carrie's humor is so mean like a guy. That is so
mean.
funny.
So now,
But now, how'd you get him to marry you?
so wait, he calls the number and he calls me back and he goes, you bitch. So then like you said, I wasn't 100% sold on that. So I took him to my doctor, said, give him a gonorrhea test and every other test you could possibly give him.
And thumbprints and DNA.
Yes.
And then 2 weeks later, he goes, you're good to go. I got my ovulation kit and we were going at it every time I was.
Wait, you were trying to get pregnant before you were married?
Well, that's why she got
Really,
married.
Patty? I was 40 years old. I wasn't going to get married unless I could have a baby.
Right, why would
But-
she waste
ball
time
and
getting married?
chain.
But who wants to get married? My biggest fear in life is getting married, and then you don't have the guy. Well, that is what happened to me after my husband and I split up. But then you don't have someone helping you with the kid.
Oh, you mean get pregnant?
Yeah.
Right. No, I didn't care. I was either him or a sperm bank, basically.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
look, I was going to marry him,
I'm sure he feels good about
I was
that.
just going to say that.
It's either him or a sperm bank.
Well, at 40, you're that desperate.
okay.
Okay, I was actually eyeing some homeless guys in the city. I was like, that guy's kind of cute. Let's give him a shower. So,
So now how'd you get him to marry you?
okay, how I got him to marry me was I finally, after 4 months of me standing on my head, I would be ovulating and I'd leave my gig and it'd be like 2 a.m. and I'd zoom over there, bust open the door and be like, let's go. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm ovulating. He's like, I'm fucking sleeping. I'm like, too bad.
Oh my God.
And then I'd stand on my head.
oh yeah, you're supposed to tip your.
I did. I
you
stood
tip
on
your
my
ass
head.
back up and put your legs up against the wall.
That's what I
That-
did.
that's what I used to do,
And I
too.
don't drink, and a couple of times I drink. So the first month I didn't get pregnant. The second month, and then I called Claudia Sherman. You remember her?
Yeah, in the wedding dress.
Very funny female comedian. Wore a wedding
You
dress.
never hear her name without the word wedding dress after.
Because it was so crazy.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
So
Why did
she had a
can't remember
baby
what
at 40. She got pregnant at 45 years old.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So she goes to me, go out and buy chasteberry.
What's that?
It's a herb, a natural herb in a health food store that stimulates your estrogen. It does something to it. So I would take it twice a day. She goes, and you'll see in 2 months you'll get pregnant. So the first 2 months I didn't get pregnant. Had my mother call me from Greece, say, you're pregnant, are you pregnant, are you pregnant? Everyone's like, are you pregnant? I'm like, I'm not pregnant. There's pressure. I can't take the fucking pressure.
When you have pressure, you can't get pregnant. That
No,
really is
it
a
was
thing.
pressure.
That's a
And one
thing.
day I go to my mother, you got to just stop the shit.
Leave me alone.
I can't. Now, I haven't even met his parents, whatever. So now I start taking the chasteberry and literally clockwork, second month, I'm pregnant.
Really?
Really. I go, it's a good time now to introduce me to your parents.
And did he know that now he's going to marry you? I mean, does he know the deal?
Yeah. So now, but
Whatever. We had sex twice. Me
But
and my
I'll
wife.
tell you
and
how I locked
both
them in.
times got pregnant.
I'll tell you how I locked them in. Well, she was what, 30?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I locked
I
them in. I
think.
go, listen, I owe $30,000 to my credit cards. Pay them off, and I will give you $1,000 a month for like whatever.
And you never did.
And he did. He paid off my credit card. It was like 28 grand. This idiot.
Oh,
And I
what a
and then he
sweet
was like
guy.
locked in. So now he had no choice to marry me. Otherwise, he wasn't getting the 30 grand back.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So he made
Brilliant.
it back in wedding money. Like he took the envelopes.
That is a great getting married story. Can I tell you my getting married story, which is only
Yes.
30 seconds long? Mine is after like 6 months, I have these little kids, and I'm like, okay, not after 6 months. Was it after 6 months?
Wait,
Yeah,
you
we-
had your kids already?
Oh yeah, my kids
Wait,
were with
second
my husband.
husband or first
No,
husband?
this is with my fiance. So I have
Well,
my.
you're not married.
No,
then.
I'm still not
Well,
married.
there's no marriage then.
But he gave me the ring. I'm not even wearing my ring today. Okay, but we're engaged. Like in other words,
is
where it was
Kevin.
like Kevin.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, look, I want to get married. He's like, nah, you know, I had this bad marriage. I had a million excuses. And I'm like, I don't want to get my kids all involved with this guy and then have him not marry me. And now I'm like shit out of luck. And I'm giving away all my best banging years to some guy who's not going to follow
Scars
through.
and all.
That I didn't have my
Scars,
then.
rotten teeth.
I didn't have rotten teeth then. I didn't have a dry vagina then either. I was at the height, of my
sexy.
sexuality. I
He's
was
getting
banging.
all this.
I could bang twice a day, 3 times a day. I'm giving it all away to this guy who is not going to fucking lock in. So I said, I need you to marry
But
me.
he still hasn't locked in, Patty.
Well, he still hasn't. You're right. So I go, you got it. I want to get married. And he goes, I don't know if I can do that right now. And he gave me the 1-day thing. He goes, maybe sometime in the future. I go, okay. I go, but here's what's going to happen. So I gave him the ultimatum. I go, I'm going to have to start dating other people, which is what you
No, but
say.
you shouldn't have said that. You should have, I'm going to have to start blowing other guys.
Well, he
that's
knew
what she meant.
he
Really?
knew dating was air quotes because it means, you know, and if I meet somebody else, I'd be banging him instead of you. So he goes,
Right.
let me think about it. Didn't get it for Christmas, the ring. I got a little box, fucking earrings in a little box. I opened the box. I was
That's
like,
he's
that
a jerk.
motherfucker. I looked at the earrings. He goes, do you like them? And I was like, they're fine. I would not wear those fucking earrings till I got the engagement ring. So then I go through
They're
New
fine.
Year's.
You said they're fine? Wait, he said, do you like them? And you went, they're fine.
They're fine.
They're
I
fine.
go, they're nice.
That means they suck.
Well, but I didn't have the balls to say, I cannot
Where's
believe.
the receipt?
I cannot believe you gave me fucking pearl earrings instead of a ring, which is what I fucking begged you to give me. So then New Year's goes by, champagne, kisses, nothing, no ring. And I'm like, this motherfucker. So now,
14
so now I've
sets of
said again, I
earrings.
go, I am losing interest. He goes, all right. So now I'm thinking it's Valentine's Day. Let's go. And then Valentine's Day morning, he wakes me up and I tell him, when you go on the road with me, you don't wake me up. So he wakes me up at 6 a.m. I go, why are you
What?
waking me up at 6 a.m? He goes, and then he just puts
got
a
you a
box.
new pair of
Yeah,
earrings.
he puts a box on my chest. And I'm like sleeping and I go, oh God, it's the ring. But I was kind of upset because we got in a fight the night before. And I thought, I'm not sure if I want to marry this guy now, you know, because we had this fight about, he was in traffic, he was being an asshole. So I open up, it's the ring. And I go, I honestly have to tell you, I'm not sure I want to marry you right now because of the fight we had last night. He goes, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. But I'm looking at the ring and it's very small. That's like in my act. I talk about this tiny fucking diamond.
And it
I'm
whistles
thinking,
when you blow it.
And I was like, what am I going to say? Because I don't want this little shitty ring. I want a real ring. I
want a
want a
ring.
carrot at least.
So what'd you say?
I said, very nice. Thank you.
But
I'll
my
think about
daughter's
it.
at school right now.
Oh, I love my pre-engagement ring. Remember the pre-engagement
those were
rings?
horrible. I did get the bigger ring because I went back to whatever, we got it
You
at the
added
mall.
your own money in?
No, I went to the mall and he goes, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I go to the woman behind the counter. I go, I hate this ring. I go, I just want it to be a carrot. I don't care. Give me any style. She goes, I'll talk him into it. Watch me. She goes. I go, okay.
Wait a minute, wait. This is already, he bought the
He
ring.
bought it. We're going
They went back to the jewelry
We're
store.
going back because I said, I just want to change it for a different ring. But when I said different, I was acting like the style.
One that's over $500.
No, here's the sad bad thing. He paid $2,000 for that ring.
Right.
And to get the extra size, it was another $1,000. So I said, I really like this one. And the woman goes, that one's so much nicer. She goes to Kevin, she goes, we're like, it's terrible. Like, I feel that we did something bad.
Right.
Like we went, behind his back and she's going, look how much bigger it is. It looks so much nicer on her
Oh,
hand.
she's playing it up.
And I go, I really, really love it. And he goes, okay. And he goes, how much more? She goes, it was like 1,200 more, 1,200 more. He's like, all right, you really like it? I go, I love it. I love it. And he gave it to me. But it's only 1 carat. The 1 carat came to fucking
But-
And
$3,000.
then you walked away and he grabbed her and he goes, let me tell you something,
You
bitch.
bitch. Don't
Wait,
you
that's like the Lords of
ever-
Flatbush. Remember the Lords of
No, I
Flatbush
don't.
with Stanley? What was his name? Sylvester
Sylvester
Stallone
Stallone.
plays Stanley.
He was so cute.
She
in that
goes
movie.
into the she's pregnant, so she goes into the jewelry store and it's her friend Franny. It was
Yes.
Franny and Annie.
What
Yes.
movie?
The Lords of
Oh,
Flatbush.
right,
You don't
right.
remember
And
that movie?
I remember.
Wait,
yeah.
and he goes, let me show you this ring. It was $1,400. And back in the 50s, $1,400
That's a lot of
like
money.
10 grand.
Yeah, yeah.
So she goes, I love it. And he's like, no, we can't afford it. And the friend's going, Stanley, stop being cheap, Stanley. And they're like 2 real Brooklyn girls. And all of a sudden he goes, hey, he wants to punch her friend in the face. She goes, Stanley, I love you. Buy me that ring. So now he buys the
That's
fucking
great.
ring. He goes, all right, go outside. And then he goes, oh, we have an insurance plan where you can, you don't have to, you put some money down and every week, you got to pay for it, right? So he goes, she's looking at him and he finally says, okay. He goes, all right, go outside, go out, look at it outside, the better light, right? So all of a sudden he goes, come here. Grabs the guy and he goes, let me tell you something. You ever show Franny Malagalago a $1,400 ring? You know what it's going to say on your tombstone? You know what it's going to, the guy's like, and he goes, it's going to say, I was stupid enough to show Franny Malagalago a $1,400 engagement.
I love that movie.
That was the best
I
movie.
gotta see it. I
Oh
saw
my
it when
God.
I
it's
loved
such a
it.
classic.
I was only 6 when that came out.
Yeah.
Well, how did your wife get you to marry her? How did she?
Ooh.
No, he was begging.
First of all,
You
you're
begged?
bringing up a very
Uh-oh. Oh, I want to hear.
bad topic. We went.
Juicy.
Our engagement was a long time. I forgot how long, like maybe a couple years, So
Mine's
we,
14
Well,
so far.
Oprah says after 3 years he's not marrying you.
yeah. Well, what happened was I started to feel heat from her sister and her mother. Oh, is it? Every time we would go on
Backup. She had
or
backup.
every time we would go on vacation,
Yeah.
I would hear, "Is this going to be it?" From them. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be it?
Every
and I'm like,
Christmas. What's in the box, Richie?
No.
Wait,
not
you
yet.
didn't give her a ring yet even. You
No.
weren't even engaged. Oh, my God.
No,
Okay.
but it's kind of a romantic story.
How old is she, by the way? That plays into
Okay,
it.
I was 37 when I
And
got
she-
married.
she
and
was-
she was 30, so she's 6 years younger than me.
Wow.
So she was 30.
She's 31.
Okay, that's a
31,
bit.
32.
Women want to be married by then. If you want a
No,
kid.
I didn't.
She did not want to be married.
Really?
I did not
Yeah,
want
and
to.
I still hear about it to this day.
She
I
said-
didn't want to marry you. You asked me on a cruise. Who says no on a cruise?
Right.
I had to marry you.
Right.
So hurtful.
So it is hurtful, right?
Well, I got proposed. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I got
Yeah.
proposed in front of by this beautiful Italian guy in front of the Vatican. I knew I wasn't going to marry him, but I couldn't say no.
Are you kidding?
I was
You
in front of the Vatican. I was on a mountain overlooking the Vatican. He put the ring in my hand, and he
The
goes,
Pope was waving.
Will you?
Couldn't get more dramatic in
Will
this
you?
story.
Will you be my wife, matrimony? And I was like, yes, I will.
Oh
and I knew
my
I wasn't gonna
God.
be. And then
Oh
they
my
had-
God.
Oh my God! I'll tell you
What
that.
was
Did you
that
keep the ring?
called to your
Oh,
parents
the ring?
like?
Yes, I kept the ring, but I can't.
You
I
kept
didn't
the
tell them.
ring?
I did, but you don't even know what happened. Like they
She
had
pushed him.
The family knew about it, and they had in the village. They had this big engagement party
Oh
for us.
my God.
And now I had to go through the. I had to go through the motions of being his wife.
She's on a
I
chair.
think I remember when you
This
went away
story-
to Italy.
Yes.
I remember this.
Yes.
And then you came back, but I thought you were engaged when you came
I
back.
did, but then I had to somehow make it look like
Get unengaged.
yes, but
Wow,
I
that's
I
scary.
I
had
do remember
dowry gifts. I got dowry gifts like hand sewn things from the grandmother. I mean,
Oh, that's.
it was.
I hope you
huge-
gave those back.
They were kissing me. No, I didn't. I kept it till like recently, and I sold it at a garage sale.
Stop it.
Please. All right, go.
Okay, go ahead. Then she'll tell that story.
So we go on. I go and I get a ring. Mine was
You pick it out yourself.
Oh,
Mistake.
it was a ring.
Okay.
So
what kind of a ring?
Diamond.
it was a
Big?
just over a carat, but I got
Well, that's
6
not that
prongs.
big.
I got 6 prongs to make it look bigger. See, the jeweler said if you go 4 prongs, it looks smaller.
That's funny. That's true. It
So-
does add
Right,
a
it
6
goes like
prongs,
that.
it makes
Yeah,
it
it makes it
bigger.
Looks like a big
Okay.
artichoke.
And the quality was really good. I'm not.
It was a
I'm not
G?
kidding you. It was a G quality
That's
with
G is
only
horrible.
with like one
The color.
imperfection, not like S2. It was like high. It was
white,
not-
white diamond, white color.
It was white. It was
Okay.
beautiful. It was beautiful. It is
Was?
beautiful.
Okay.
It is beautiful.
All right.
So well, that's another story because she lost it. But
We
we-
all lose
She
them.
She
sold
lost
it.
it. We collected 6,000 from insurance.
That's right. He was an adjuster.
No, but it wasn't my company. We got all new windows on the
Right,
house with the money.
yeah.
The
6,000, and then
Yeah.
she
Back then.
found it.
2 years later,
Yeah, but
rolled
I
out
don't
of
think
a
you can
bathing
say that.
suit.
You can't say
Rolled
that.
out of his ass like
oh my
Vinny
God,
the plumber.
Vinny the plumber, his came out of his ass. Out of
He
the,
ate it.
No, his
No,
ring came out of
it
his ass.
fell out of his
on
ass in his
honeymoon.
bathing suit,
Oh, that's funny.
and hers came out of her bathing suit.
Well, it was in a closet when she pulled the bag out with all the bathing suits in it. It rolled
How
out.
weird is that?
That is you're our second guest, and we have 2 stories in a row about
Rings.
about wedding rings coming out of bathing suits.
Isn't that
Okay,
funny?
so
It was
what, did
meant
you
to be.
call the insurance
weird.
company and
So
say,
anyway,
"Here's
so-
your ring"? Because we're honest.
Yes, I returned their money.
You did not.
So anyway, let's move on.
All right,
No,
Allstate.
of course we. Are you
Allstate is
kidding?
there.
Return the money. Shit.
Go
You had to
on.
give them the windows back. Is that what you?
We have no windows.
They gave
I
the
felt so
window.
guilty.
They
Can you
came
have
and
somebody
took 'em
come
out in the
remove
middle
our
of the-
windows?
Yeah, because my stupid wife found it.
What'd you find it for? Now I feel guilty.
Go
So-
on.
We're on the ship,
Yeah.
and I got the ring, and it happened to be the Wednesday night. And you know how you make friends with everybody at your table?
Yes.
Like we don't know any
Even
of
though
these
I've
people.
never been on a cruise, but yes.
All right, but there's a big table. They seat you with other people if
All
you're a
right.
couple, So we make friends with them. We go to shows with them and this and that. So now I got the ring in my pocket. It's in the box. And I didn't realize I was going to give it to her on Wednesday, which was dress up night, like captain's dinner.
Yeah, you
night.
sat with the captain's table.
And I had this bulge in my pocket all night for even pictures. You get the pictures.
So
in the
she
lobby.
right away knew, because when she saw a
She
bulge,
didn't
she
know.
knew right away that
She
was
really
she, she knew it wasn't him. What's
I,
going on?
I walked right into that. So anyway, so I had this thing.
You
So then,
idiot.
at like, I don't know, 10
Should have
o'clock
put it in
at
your
night.
ass. That would have been more realistic.
Yeah.
Go.
So we went up to the
Go.
back of the ship,
Yeah.
and I had a box for her. And in it, we used to collect these things. They were like Hummels, not Hummels.
Oh
yeah.
God! Don't tell me you collect Hummels.
No. It was they were called
Magic moments,
country
precious
bumpkins,
moments?
because we were into country music back then.
Ugh.
Oh God!
And
I
we
love
even had a country
music.
music wedding with horses and
Oh,
everything.
you didn't.
We did.
Yeah, they did. They
So-
wore the. They looked like they were on the corral.
Hee haw.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had that kind of a dress with a big hat.
No, you didn't.
Oh, we did. I'll show
Yes,
you. a
they
picture.
did.
Did you go to the wedding?
No,
No, I didn't know.
I didn't
Carrie
know
then.
them back then.
She knew me, but
I
she was
try
just
to
like-
avoid him. He was an open micer.
She was like, well, Carrie was like, we got to get together with the kids. That's how I met
That
Carrie.
was after.
with
No,
the
you
kids.
met me when you were hosting the show that time. Tell him that.
Wait. Finish
Well,
the
this
wife
is-
though.
Let me finish the wife
The
story,
married.
and then because
And then
we
go.
have another 4 hours. So we're on the back of the ship.
Yeah.
I went up. It's like there was nobody around. A few people walking by or whatever. It was very romantic.
Slipped, fell,
And she
and
opened
fell
up
over.
country bumpkins, which look like not Hummels. What's the other one? The religious ones.
Oh,
Precious moments.
Ladro, Yadro.
Precious moments.
are the cheesiest. Okay.
Right, but this was the boy and the girl. Boy had brown hair, the girl had blonde hair, just like her. And I got down on one knee, and she opened the box, and it's them old couple sitting on a bench. And I said, I want to grow old with you.
This is so sweet and like
she
I'm
said to
uncomfortable.
herself,
I'm
she
uncomfortable.
said to
thrown up.
herself, she said to
I'm
herself,
really
oh shit. I know she said, oh shit, because you could see it on her face. And then the ring. And she said yes, and
Ugh.
we went back and told the whole table that we sat with that it was this, and
Okay, that is the
No,
corniest
you know,
thing.
my guy, he didn't really.
Did he
even,
say,
no,
"Will you marry
well,
me?"
when we picked out the ring, because he was reluctant to get the ring or whatever, I go, listen, let's go. Let's get the ring. We went to some flea market in Staten Island. I found the cheapest ring. It was like $1,250.
Atlas Flea
No,
Market.
it was $1,500, and I
Was it real diamond?
Yeah, it was like because I lose everything. I have ADD. I put things down. I
Yeah, me
lost it
too.
like 5 times. So
Me
who
too.
cares? I'm not into big diamonds or whatever. So I get that ring. I get the guy down from 1,500 to 1,250, and he's like this.
What
He's
a
like
bargain.
looking at me like, "Oh my god, this girl's amazing." Little did he know the following week. Oh, no, little did he know he'd already given me 30 grand. That was my engagement ring. He never got that back. But whatever.
Carrie's very good at chewing people down and
Or
stuff.
getting their money.
Wearing them down. Wearing them down.
I said chewing.
oh,
Chewing,
chewing.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm good
not
at
chewing.
that. I am good. I
But
can
she
get
goes,
you-
I need a new washer, right? In a washing machine. She goes, we're going to PC Richard. So we go to PC Richard. She takes me
Wait a
to the
minute.
shittiest
Is
PC
that
Richards
Carrie's
where everything's
voice?
banged up in the back. It's got tape marks on it. Like when you pull the tape
Right.
off, there's all. So we get this big washing machine. Now I live in a condo and we have only so much room.
Yeah.
I actually had to knock down a wall, had to cut out sheetrock to get it in. I get it. It doesn't
No, you
work.
paid someone to do that.
It doesn't work.
He did. You didn't do it
You
yourself.
can't do
I
any
did it
of that.
myself.
Oh, stop it.
I didn't. I'll show
All
you
right,
what I did.
go
right.
on.
So
it doesn't work now.
It doesn't work, this washing machine, because it's been like it's
And you
in
brought him there?
from the clearance center. I ended
Everything
up
I've
paying-
ever bought off of Scratch and Dent works to this
Well,
day.
this one fell off the truck. I know it because it didn't. It stops.
Didn't you
like,
get the
after
warranty?
4 minutes.
You got the warranty.
Yeah, the warranty. They go, okay, we're gonna have someone look at it, and then maybe. Meanwhile, we have about 40 loads piled up. They send a guy. It's a long story, but anyway, it's fixed now. It's working. It only works in one cycle. $550. It works in one cycle.
That's
This-
terrible.
He's so
Right.
stupid. He's making it up.
and
He's
it
trying
has
to
to
make
be
me look bad.
it has to be 45 minutes. You can't put it at any other time.
Oh my god, I would be so mad because I'm so anal about my laundry. It has to be delicates, and then I have to have the long for the heavy for my towels.
Yeah, see, Sam is too. When he does the laundry,
very
because
anal
he
about
does
I don't let
the
anybody
laundry.
else do my laundry.
Oh, everybody
Ke-
could do. My kids can do the laundry. I could care
Kevin
less.
tried doing the laundry. We got in the biggest fight over stupid fucking laundry. I go, never touch the because he takes the thing out of the
I'm
laundry
not allowed to
and
do
puts
laundry.
everything in the dryer. It's like that shit doesn't go in the dryer. That's
And he
all-
doesn't even shake it out, right? He just in a
He
ball.
just throws it in, and I'm like, that you ruined. But anyway,
I
okay,
only
go.
can wash my own clothes. I'm not allowed to wash the kids' clothes or
Yeah,
her clothes. You put hanger marks on the thing.
That's right. I hate hanger marks. This fucking French guy at my dry cleaners. I would go. I need my sweat. You know, things I wear on stage. I go. I want them folded over a hanger. He goes. You. He goes. For 20 years, I am in this dry cleaner store. Not one person has ever said not to hang it on a hanger. I go. I don't.
I've never gotten one with that was hung. I've gotten it always fold over.
Oh, I go to
Well,
him.
that's a Chinese
I
laundry.
go to him.
Comes
I
in a
don't
package.
believe you. He goes, I am telling you. I go, okay, fine. You may not have had that. I go, but that's what I want, and I'm paying you, so I need you to fold over. And he goes, I will do it, but you know, it
You're
doesn't.
stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make
$1
sense.
extra.
Okay, I went
You
to him
stupid woman.
for 14 years because it's right near my house. It's like 10 minutes from my house. For 14 years, every fucking time I went, and he's like 4 feet tall with a little fat stomach and a big head. I go, every time I would go in there, I go, okay, and I need it folded over. He goes, if you want, yeah. I go, I do want. He goes, he goes, every time you come here, nobody, look at all the people, look at all my dry cleaning. He points behind him. He goes, nobody asks what you ask. And I would be like, I don't care what anybody asks. I want it. So anyway, I finally,
It's like
with a
sending
fucking-
food back
then
to the
I go,
kitchen.
and then I go, here's what I want also. I don't want you stapling the back of my sweaters. And he goes, oh, you're the only one who complains. I go, who puts staples in a sweater? He goes, well, you don't have a tag in the back. Then put a safety pin. I don't know what you have to do.
Yeah, you
don't
can't put
They have
put a-
laundry pins.
Don't put a
Yeah.
staple in my. And they go, okay, nothing in the back. I go, yeah. I come back. I swear to God, I bring
It's
it
on the
home.
nipples.
No, it's on the front where it closes. A staple with the dry cleaning tag. That was it. I fucking had it. Now I swear to God, I drive 35 minutes to have my dry cleaning done in Richfield, Connecticut, because it's where all rich people go. The first day I go in and I go to the guy behind the thing. I go, listen, and my sweaters, I want them folded over the hanger. He goes, okay. Fine. When I get them back, not only they fold over the hanger, they have tissue paper.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
in a
tissues
plastic
in the
thing.
middle.
Wow.
And I go, no staples on my. He goes, staples. He goes, we don't use
What?
staples. I go, you don't use staples. What do you use? Safety pins? He goes, no, we
Gum.
just pin the outcome. He goes, we just pin the outside of the plastic
Yes.
bag. There's no staples. There's no hanger marks. I used to walk around like this on stage. Where's the camera? This is how I look. That fucking French guy. Fuck you. Fuck France. And anyway, okay, so now
All
I go to a
right.
different guy. I got very quiet.
No,
So
I
wait,
thought it was funny.
No,
No, it is. It is. It's a
no.
good story.
So tell us about the Italian guy. How you got out of the Italian guy?
Yeah, how'd you get out of
Oh
an
my God. So
engagement?
now, first of all, I say yes. Oh, whatever. Now, the Italians live in their parents' house till they're 60.
Right.
so he-
then
I-
they become the parents that live there.
But now you have
For the
so
kids.
I'm staying with him, and
You
the
have
mother.
to stay in the house with the parents.
Yes, which was very awkward, but the mother could cook. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Delicious.
Did you speak Italian?
No,
Did he speak English?
a little.
Greek and
We really
Italian
no.
is the same
Nobody
thing.
spoke. We really didn't speak at all. To
So
each
this
other.
was just a sexual relationship.
Kinda, yeah.
Did the mother hear you guys having sex in the other room? That would be so awkward and weird.
No, maybe. Anyway, so
Was he good looking? Was he
was
really
gorgeous.
handsome?
I don't want to say his name, but anyway, he's probably watching.
Just
on
in case
Facebook.
he's listening in Italy.
Is he your friend on Facebook? Oh my God. He is? No, he's not.
Yes. So we.
Wait, you're still friends with him after you broke up the marriage with him?
I'm friends with all my exes.
That
That's
is
true.
Oh, I hate some of my exes. Oh, God.
I hate some of them too, but I'm still friends with them.
Interesting.
Keep your enemies close. Wait, your friends,
friends
close,
close,
and
your
your
enemies
enemies
closer.
close.
I'm not friends with any of my exes.
Yeah, why
You
would
don't want
be, you
any
know?
of those videos
My wife now is
leaking
my
out.
third engagement.
No, it isn't. No, she isn't. You
Yeah.
never could pull the trigger. Look at him.
No,
Third time?
but third time was a
But
charm.
the third time he did because she had the benefits, the 401k.
No, she didn't. I had a good job
Oh,
when I got
really?
married.
Really?
What
I
was your
an
job?
insurance
He worked for
adjuster.
10 minutes. Now,
I
you know,
was-
ask him what he does every day. He goes to Target.
First of all,
He goes, I
somebody has to
can't.
do
He
the
goes, I
shopping.
got to go to Lowe's. Really? Richie, you can't
First
come
of
to my
all-
show because you got to go to Lowe's. And then he's like, I'll meet you at Walmart. I'm like, I'm not going to Walmart.
I never said I'll meet you
really?
at Walmart.
What did you
One night, like
One night. That was one night. And I said,
long
no,
ago was that?
I'm not going to get killed going to Walmart.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Get raped
feel
going to the fucking parking lot.
Wait, you got
Thanks.
raped in the parking
No,
lot?
I'm just saying. You have to run
Yeah.
from the car to the Walmart as fast as you can.
Oh, it's that
at
big-
11 at night.
Yeah, I
He
understand.
wants to meet what?
I forgot what I was going to say now. I don't remember what we were talking about.
Your wife,
Mm-hmm.
and that you had 2 other engagements before your wife, and you couldn't pull
No,
the
he had a
trigger.
job. You said
Oh,
you
you
had
had
On
a
my
job.
job,
Yeah.
Um,
You had a job.
I
One
actually
job.
walked away from a job hitting 100,000 a year.
Why?
'Cause you're an idiot.
Because I was pursuing a comedy career. Or I
See how
wouldn't
that
be
worked
here
out?
today?
See how that worked
doing
out?
this.
See how that worked out?
Yes.
How many watchers right now? Come on.
How many? I don't
Yeah.
know.
We have
No,
anybody?
you can't tell. Can
You
you,
can't
tell, Adam? How gorgeous is Adam?
Adam's, you know what? I will say Adam is very cute.
I mean,
Adam is very
really?
cute.
He is cute guy.
I felt like the guy, what's his name? Vinny the plumber last week was kind of making fun of Adam a little bit, though. But I think
I
that
love
he might have
Adam.
been a little jealous because
I
Adam
think
is
so.
very cute, very, well
cute.
built,
Mhm.
handsome face.
Yes.
Wait, we're getting the answer.
Want you to interact with them,
Oh, are they
Oh,
asking-
okay. What do they
Oh.
want to know?
but you can't see.
But you could.
Okay,
read
you
us-
can. What? What are the questions?
Do we have
We'll-
any?
Nothing right now. People
Wait,
listening.
everybody
Okay.
tuned out.
So can you read stuff over there or no?
We can. We can.
Okay, you
Um,
read and see if anybody's asking us a question.
Oh my God, we got a lot of
But
comments.
I do
here.
want
Okay,
to.
let's comment on
I
the comments.
do want to tell you how I met Richie.
Okay.
Richie, tell the story. Give me that, you jerk.
I was hosting. Remember Fast Eddie's? Did you ever work Fast
Never.
Eddie's upstairs? It used to be Cinnamon,
Long Island?
Long Island,
I don't
in
know.
Huntington.
I don't know it.
And I was only doing comedy like 6 months, and I was hosting that night. It was probably an Otto and George night.
I loved Otto and
I
George.
know, everybody did.
I'm sad.
But Carrie walks in with George Gallo, and they were like,
He's so insane, George Gallo.
they used
I
to
love
be
George
like
Gallo.
I know.
knock around to comedy clubs. But
I took Gallo everywhere, and let me tell you, it took to all the all the mobster comedy clubs like in Brooklyn and
Oh, yeah,
and-
yeah.
and-
Staten
and-
Island.
right. And I'd go, look, I brought my friend. He's going on.
No,
'Cause-
wait.
wait. But let me
I
just
was
tell
gonna
you.
tell my
And they
story.
would turn. They would turn around and go to me about Gallo. They'd go, nah, is he funny? I'm like, he's hysterical. You got to give him a chance. He's going to go up next. And then all of a sudden, he'd go, he's outside talking to a parking meter. This fucking guy's talking to a parking meter. Because Gallo was crazy. And I'm like, he's
Yeah.
just doing that because he knows you're watching. But anyway, go.
So this presence walks into this
A
club.
presence?
Her
Okay.
presence, you know.
Yeah, she is a presence.
This thunder comes in through all these people.
Yes.
And I see her at the door. She's like, and
With my
she's
big
going,
lips.
who's hosting or whatever.
Who's the host,
Now
right?
me, I have a piece of paper with everybody have 4 minutes.
And you're
7
hosting.
minutes. I'm hosting. I always ran like a ship. This guy's doing 7 minutes, whatever.
Oh, no.
She comes right up to my face. Now, if this microphone is my face, right?
Yeah.
She comes up. I never met her before. She goes, Gallows next. I follow. Her nose is this close to my nose. I go,
Why?
okay. I go, okay.
You
I don't know who
He's
that
like,
is.
hey. Oh my God.
Carrie.
Patty.
Oh my God.
I did that all the time.
Because you know why? You can get away with it when you're sexy. Guys let you do what you want.
I didn't look at her as sexy. I was very intimidated.
Scared.
She's
Yeah.
scary.
I was scary.
She's a force of nature. Carrie Carabas is a force. I can't talk.
That's
Is a
the
force of nature.
Aries women. They're all like
You're
that.
an Aries. How do you know what she is?
She told me.
Because he's an Aries too, but he's the wimp Aries.
No, I am not. I am
As she
a
reapplies
man.
her lip gloss.
I'm a man.
I have to have my makeup here because we're on camera.
I like that you're
and I'm
reapplying. as you go.
sweating.
I'm
And we don't
sweating
even
too.
break. Not
Thank
even a
you.
commercial. Now she's got an orange spot.
Do
on
I
her
have an
head.
orange spot?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You look like-
Patty, you don't
remember
have
the
enough.
girls in
Why
high
would you
school?
say that?
I'm
This
kidding.
is white, you jerk.
Remember the girls in high
Patty,
school
look.
that used to wear the makeup and you saw the line?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. The base. You'd put orange base around your face.
Like big white necks and like the clown
Yeah, the
in the
clown.
circus, right?
I had a girl who said to me, she had really good hair. I go, wow, your hair's really good. She goes, I could show you how to fix your hair. I go, really? She goes, let's do it tomorrow night before the show. This just reminds me
Sounds
of
like
putting an
Carrie.
orange thing. And I thought, oh, she's going to make my hair look good. So I get there, she's doing my hair. She goes, yeah, we don't really have enough time to finish it. She goes, just go like this and this. Okay, I look at her hair. It's perfect. I look at my hair. It looks like someone fucking basically fucked me and then took a pillow and hit me in the head. It's like sticking up like this and going all over the place. And she goes, okay, let's go. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I didn't want to say to her, this looks like shit. What did you do to me? And then I felt, is this girl like fucking with me because I was the headliner and she was going on in the middle? Like I
So
was.
she messed you up.
I feel like she messed me up on purpose. I walk into the room and the other comic's there and he looks at me and I'm just like trying to walk and she goes out of the room and he goes, what the fuck happened to your hair? I go, this bitch fucked up my hair and I think she did it on purpose.
She did.
I got a
They
great.
probably like the last one was very funny, but what the fuck was
Happened
up with
to
her
her
hair?
hair?
I took a brush, I got water, I pulled it back in barrettes. But anyway, that-
Barrettes.
I
I
did.
put
Patty,
barrettes
I
to
have a
just
A
like
great-
barrette.
Barrettes.
I haven't heard that word
Barrettes.
since 1975.
What do you call them?
A barrette? Clip? I don't know.
I have the best hair story ever.
What's your hair story?
Okay, when I was a
Your
kid,
own hair?
when I was in
Oh, you
my
had some.
early 20s, like
has
I
pretty
would say
good
I was
hair.
about 20, right? I wanted to get my hair like Brian Setzer of the Stray Cats, you know, like the with the,
I don't
the
know.
rockabilly.
Yeah. It was
Like
it was a
rockabilly.
flip over.
And like you know, it's like a
It was
you
a
know, all
flip.
curly in the front.
Yeah.
And every time I went to get my hair cut, they would always say the same thing: you need a wave, right? A wave or
A wave, they're going to give you like a perm.
permanent. But they used to say wave to make a man feel good about it. So finally,
got a
after
perm?
like 20 times I go to what?
What guy would get a perm?
They said you have to for that hair because it was tight curls.
You went and sat and got a perm.
That's like
Listen.
the guy from the Brady Bunch, the father of the Brady.
Can you?
Oh, I ruined your story.
No,
Okay.
that wasn't the
Okay,
story.
all right, go
'Cause in the end, I looked like Greg Brady. It was like when they all went to afros. Remember?
Yeah.
I do.
Everybody
Those
in
were-
America's like, what happened to the Brady boys? They all have. Even the father had an afro.
He did.
So I go to Great Expectations in East Meadow. It's
They did
right
the
next
wave.
to Modell's,
They
right?
gave you the wave.
Who you remember Jeannie Robinson, comedian? It's okay.
No.
It's Bob Nelson's.
Oh, I know
sister-in-law.
Janie.
Janie
O'Connor.
Robinson.
She's a comic?
Her name is Janie
She took stand-up
O'Connor.
university.
I went
But
to high school.
This
with
was way before I did
Okay.
comedy, and it's just coincidence because she remembered the incident. So
her. She
no,
was
that's
doing
it.
hair at the time.
Yeah, she was young.
Yes.
and she was doing well. She was young. She's she's young anyway.
What are you trying to
Go.
say?
So
Oh,
I go in and they talk me into a wave. They talk me into it. I'm like, I don't know. Like you have to get it. So
they didn't talk
At
you
the
into
time,
it.
it
You
these young
agreed.
girls,
Expensive, $35. At the
but these young girls didn't really know
How to give a
what
wave.
the rollers were, like what
For a
color.
guy.
They were purple rollers, white rollers. Some were bigger
Yellow,
than others. Well, they
orange.
gave me too small of a roller.
purple
They
one.
had to give like the biggest one, purple rollers. I remember sitting there, and then as soon as they took the rollers out, my hair went "Ding!" like this. It was. I'm not kidding you. Stevie Wonder didn't have hair that looked like this. It was so tight. It was just like curls.
Kinky,
Like,
kinky.
it was unbelievable. I needed a pick.
So what'd you do?
They give me a pick. They said, you're going to need this. So
Give you a
I'm like, wait a
What did
minute.
they do?
This
What
doesn't look anything like Brian Setzer because it's not supposed to be curly. They said, the girl comes over after it's done. The girl comes over after it's done. She goes, wait, we were only
It's gonna
supposed to do
relax.
the top, not the sides. Right? Because
So you had like bozo sides?
it was, the whole head was bad.
So they said, give it a week.
I'll
it'll
never
relax.
forget. They
Yeah.
spun me around to the mirror, right? And all the girls are looking in it behind me from
Laughing.
the whole store, and they're like, "It looks great.
They always say it looks
It looks great. Come over." And they're all over, and I'm just like stunned.
Did you tip them? I know you tipped them.
Of course.
I know. Even when you get a shitty hairdo, you always
I was
tip
so
them.
scared. I left there like I was comatose going to my car.
They were making fun. They were like, did you see his hair?
He tipped us. I can't believe
My
it.
friends were like, "You have to sue. Like, you have to sue them." And they lose. It's just, it was a total botch.
Did you
job.
ever say
No, but
I
you know
don't
what?
like it?
Because
No.
of that one experience, Rich Walker joined the Navy.
2
The
years. I don't
Army.
know what that means.
You got a buzz cut.
Oh,
You
2
buzzed your head
years
and you went to
later,
the
it
military.
still was there. The curls were still.
Ooh, you
in it
didn't cut
2
your
years.
hair in 2 years?
No, it just kept growing in.
No,
Like,
that's
curly.
bullshit.
Yeah, it was. It took a long time to get the
No,
full
it
head
only
out.
curls the follicle. That's the
I had
hair.
a curl for a long time, but it was
Your
different
hair that
levels
new
of curls.
grows out can't be curly. That
Yeah.
doesn't have a perm
No.
in it.
But it took
He
so
doesn't know what
long
he's
to
To
grow
grow
out.
out?
Like, it
Why
was
don't you just
so,
do a crew cut or
Oh
something?
my God, I would have done a crew cut.
I look bad with shaved head.
And
I
did you have a
it once for
girlfriend at the
Yeah,
time?
he's got like an egg head.
Carrie,
He does. It's an oval egg head.
Carrie, we're
It's
gonna
like
have
an
a hard
egg.
time getting a new.
I don't.
Did you have a girlfriend at the time?
Yeah, of course.
And
yes.
did she? What'd she say?
It looks great. What was she gonna
She
say?
broke up with him 3
I
days
was
later.
wigging out.
That's
Look at my hair.
It was
You're
so bad.
so Greg Brady.
They did have those.
Oh my
perms.
God, that's
guys had
hilarious.
perms back then.
First of all, you would sit in the chair when you did that. They'd have your neck in that thing, and I hate that thing.
I never did a perm.
And they would do this chemical on you that smelled so bad, and
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
"This is seeping into my scalp and into my bloodstream. This can't be good for me." And the smell would make your eyes tear. It was so disgusting and bad
Yeah.
for you. But
Yeah.
people did it every
But
week.
that's like the thing that they do now. The straight. What is
Yeah,
it?
the Brazilian.
It's formaldehyde.
What's the one with the
formaldehyde.
tinfoil all in it?
Oh, that's the highlights.
highlighting.
and
Oh,
stuff.
highlights?
That's
Oh.
to lighten.
I never get. How come a guy, I could dye my hair for Just for Men Auto Stop for
Yeah.
$7.99 and it looks great, but how come you have to spend $200 to get? hair done?
Because you can't
Right?
go from black to black. I tried dyeing my hair a lighter color once, and I put the blonde, whatever it was, blonde or whatever. So it was pitch black and then yellow. So it was yellow for 3, where the gray
Inches,
was,
3 inches.
and then pitch black. Then
You can't just do your whole head with Auto Stop.
no,
like-
it won't auto stop.
no, you have to.
you have to
strip
get it
the
taken
color
out. You have to strip
That's
the-
how I did this. She
Oh.
stripped.
And then they put the new color
Then they
in
put a new color in.
on top of the strippedness.
And now I look like a blonde bombshell
With dark roots.
with gray roots.
You're supposed to have dark roots, though. I mean, that's part of the look.
Oh, that's
she's
part of
going
it.
Yeah,
for.
That's
that's
how blondes are.
That's what we call it. It's the look I'm going for when I.
Mm.
No,
Right.
it is the look you're going. No, women have a lot of women who do the blonde. They do the brown roots.
Got it.
Madonna.
Madonna.
Well, she's always been a trendsetter, Madonna.
She sure
Madonna
has.
made so many.
I wore cones on my bra for years.
I did wear those cross earrings, and
Oh,
I
did
did
you?
wear I did off
Well,
the
I
shoulder
had a
shirts.
friend at the time in high school. She used to wear all lace,
Yep.
and she had all the beads. before Donna.
Oh.
Before Madonna.
Really?
She was such a trendsetter back in the day. She wore all vintage lace, the big bows. And I could swear that Madonna saw her somewhere and said, I'm going to do that look. Because it was like maybe a year later, Madonna.
Did she go to clubs and stuff?
She was
with
always in
friends?
clubs.
Okay, then that's
always in
probably
clubs.
why.
But she always had lace gloves, the fingerless lace
Yeah,
gloves,
yeah, yeah.
and she would put pearls and beads all around her
Yeah, that was
gloves.
Madonna.
Yeah,
Madonna
but this
stole her
was-
look.
She stole her look, and you don't know,
Wow.
but it's true.
I have a lot of material like that.
What do you mean material?
Stolen out
Yeah.
on the market,
Comics steal my stuff.
Stolen.
stolen stuff.
Stolen material.
Well, you know it
It's
hasn't
so
gone
good.
famous.
It's so good. Actually, one joke did go famous. And that's a
What's your
story
famous
for another
joke?
day.
See what I'm saying? Look, I'm already like this now.
You got to do this.
I can't. That's why I don't wear these shirts.
It's very. You gotta. It's.
Gotta
it's a,
sit here and
It's a shirt to wear when you're going out to dinner.
you know
Right.
because you
Not
can't
a
hug and look,
podcast
Charles-
radio
Seduce
show.
somebody. It's a
Terrible.
seduction
That's right.
shirt.
Right.
Well,
You can't.
then I got to change before I get home.
The last time she wore that, the last time I remember, last time she wore that, she was on a date, and the guy was
I just took the tags off of it. You lied.
no, it's a joke. But I was going back to the joke with the you told the guy you double D's and
How much time
Oh.
have we been on?
You're at about 85 minutes.
wow, so we got
I
5 more
can't.
minutes.
I can't add. Is that an hour and a half?
Yes,
90 minutes.
minutes is an hour
We have
and a
5
half.
minutes.
Wow, Patty.
If you want.
I love
Well, I'll
Patty
tell you-
Rosborough. Can I just say that right
Can
now?
I
love
say that
Patty
I love
Rosborough, too.
Carrie?
So
I
funny.
will tell you what I love about Carrie Karavis. She doesn't give a fuck, and she's very big-hearted.
I do.
It's
give
a great
fuck.
combination.
No,
No,
I
but I
do
mean, you
give a
don't give a
fuck.
fuck what people think.
No,
I have a
I
Patty
don't give a
Rosborough
fuck. No,
story.
here, let me just say something. I don't give a fuck what people think.
Yes, that's
but
what I mean.
do give a fuck about people
That's what I'm saying. But you're big-hearted. That
because
is
I
what-
She
do
is
want to
big-hearted.
take. I do want
She
to
will
take all the
take in every
refugees, and I
reject.
do want to take their kids
She-
and adopt them. And if
Very
I had
big-
money and if I had anything, but yes,
Carrie
I am-
Karavis has the biggest. I'm talking about you like you're not here. Carrie Karavis has a big heart.
I'm gonna tell you what
That
she
is
does.
big-hearted.
Carrie is so open to like watching other people's kids. It's at the point now. Go there any day. It could be a
There
weekday.
are people at the house.
There's other kids in the house. But here's the best part. They just open their car door. The kid runs up to us and they're gone. And Carrie takes all these kids in, goes out and leaves her husband sitting with them all
I
day
know, listen,
for 9
as
hours.
soon as the kids come over,
I come over. I'm like, why is Sam watching them again?
because I can't.
I
handle
went
kids.
out.
Wait, listen. So as soon as the door opens, he sees like 4 kids. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
What
He
are you doing
always
here?
does it.
I go, "Why are you so negative? Why are you always so fucking negative?" He goes, "I can't take it. I need peace. One day he needs peace. One day a week he needs peace."
And then
So
I come
go,
to the door and
"Listen,
say,
they're only little ones. We have to really, let them live let them enjoy their being kids." And all of a sudden, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I have like 10 minutes of patience, and then I'm
I
at
hated
Walmart with
watching
Richie.
other kids. Your own kids are difficult enough. Now you got other people's kids who don't want to eat the food that you put down. Now you got to make something fucking special.
No, I make
for
good
the-
food.
Oh well.
His kids come over, they eat like they've never
Really?
eaten before. Yes.
yeah.
They're like,
You know what my kids
"My
had for
mom
breakfast
doesn't-"
today?
Wait, my
A bagel with cream cheese.
Yeah, that's the kind of-
See,
that's
my
how I
kids will
cook.
have eggs
Oh.
with bacon, pancakes on the side, fresh cut strawberries.
Oh, no.
And not regular bacon because that's turkey bacon.
Yes, I do like turkey bacon.
All right. But your son loves fresh squeezed orange juice.
I love fresh. You do fresh squeeze orange juice?
Really?
I never did. Kevin does that.
We
for
never
me.
bought an orange to do that.
So,
How you
but
have
I
fresh
know when
squeezed
they
oranges?
sleep over Richie's, I know they're gonna come back. They've eaten Oreos, potato chips,
Doritos.
What else?
Come
you have?
on.
And the best
We're
part
like,
is,
we're hungry.
first
we
of
wanna-"
all, you should see her kids at my house. They're like ripping
yeah,
open
they,
bags.
they don't
Because
get
you don't
that
get
stuff.
it at your house.
They're bingers.
Oh my God.
My kids are bingers. High fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
What's your Patty Rosborough story? Is it a bad one? I hope it's not
No,
a bad
it's a
one.
funny story because when I
Uh-oh.
first met you or worked with you,
Yeah.
I loved your sense of humor because Patty is
A fire about
risque, a little risque,
little
Yeah,
risque,
little
but powerhouse.
powerhouse.
You
powerhouse.
can't follow her.
So
You
The
can.
po-
me
I
and
can.
I
You
wanted
can.
my wife to see you
Carrie.
and another couple that we went out with. So we go to brokerage. This is not long. It's got to be about 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah,
You were
yeah.
Rob Falcone was in the
Oh,
middle.
yeah.
You were there.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I love Rob
and
Hancock.
I do
Jimmy from the club,
Yeah.
the owner, goes,
Yeah.
Mr. Walker, I'm going to give you a great seat. Puts me right in the middle of the room.
Did I know you yet?
Yes, I worked with you a few times, like upstate.
Oh,
and
good. Did I
Westchester,
remember
things
See,
you?
like that.
Richie not only goes,
Not only
does
did you
he
remember-
do comedy, but he also goes and sits in the
No,
in
I
the
didn't
club.
want to go. I just wanted my friends to see her. I wanted my wife and my friends
so
to see her.
nice.
I can't sit in a. Can you sit in a comedy club and watch comedy?
No,
I do love
I
to watch
can't.
comedy in the back.
From
I
my
sit in the
living
back.
room.
In the back of the room, I will watch.
especially
my
if
living
I'm
room.
working. They all want to watch me.
Go on.
So
Go
we're in the middle of the audience. Rob
Yeah.
Falcone goes up before you, and he's like, how do I do my material? Rich Walker sit right here, right in the front. It's embarrassing, Rich Walker. And I'm like, please don't draw attention to me because the rest of the audience don't know who I am.
Right.
It's like, he heard this joke already. He heard how am I going to do this?
You
He
sound
heard,
just
he
like-
knows this material. And I'm like signaling, just do it,
Right, right.
So I'm like, thank
Well, he
God.
didn't want you to steal the material. That's why he wasn't
I go,
doing
thank
it. He's like,
God
Jesus.
He's done. He gets off the stage. Not that I didn't love him, but I'm just saying that I couldn't listen to my own name. The thing. I go, Patty's a professional. She goes up. She goes, oh, Rich Walker's here. I'm like, no. And you did the same thing.
I
You're
don't
like,
even. I can't
she
even.
goes,
really
Why
Rich
is
Walker
this?
just heard
Obviously,
this.
he's out of work that he's sitting in my
Rich
show.
Walker's here. It was a Wednesday.
Ah!
I normally work Fridays and Saturdays.
I'm home with the kids.
So anyway, that's my Patty Roast
That's a
story.
great
but
story, Richie.
I don't know. That was bad.
I
Do
laughed.
we have-
rewind?
Do we have a story? We don't have a story.
Well, we were. About how I met you. How the fuck
Was
did
your
I?
You know
pool
what?
party this
I'll tell you,
summer.
we did get booked at Comedy Works together
Oh, in Albany.
in Albany, and the booker goes, "It's a co-headlining show,
Okay.
and you're gonna do 45 minutes, and then she's gonna do 45 minutes, and then she's gonna do 45 minutes, and then you gotta follow
We
her."
flip each show.
And
Never again do I want to follow Carrie Carafas after she's just done 45 minutes. They were like,
wait, how about this?
Oh yeah.
loving her.
Carrie.
And it's like the show's over. They're going out to smoke. The show's over. And then she's like, and now I'm bringing up Patty Rossborough. And then I walk up and they're like,
No,
oh,
that's not true.
no,
No.
who is this
Okay.
woman? And we had such a good friendship
hold on.
with the other woman.
No, wait, how about this? So the next show we flipped. So we did. I opened one show, she opened another show, and vice versa. Closed.
Painful.
So the next show, she's up there and she's destroying, and my husband's looking at me like,
Uh-oh.
"What are you gonna do?"
I have a question
I'm
for
like,
both of you.
I can't follow this.
Why would he make us do 45
It was
minutes? before? It was
horrible.
hard. I don't like a coat.
There was no. We should have brought this fucking asshole.
I got a question for
To
both
be
of
in
you.
the
Thank
middle.
you. A question we could even close out with this if we
Oh,
want, 'cause I have a
we can. He
question.
wants to go.
No, I don't want to go.
He
I'm
has,
just,
he has to be a
We're-
target.
are we
He
overtime
has
yet?
to be a
There's a
target.
sale
Or it
at
doesn't
Kohl's.
matter?
There's a sale
Okay.
at Kohl's.
My question is
Sale at
very,
Kohl's.
and I don't know how many times you're asked this question.
Yes.
Female comics are hard. They're not. They're how do I say this nicely? They're not liked as much as male comics, right? Would you say that even you yourself, when watching female comics, are turned off a little bit? But
No.
you two,
No, I don't. I'm
but
not
you
turned off by-
two.
If the woman's not funny, then I don't think she's
But I
funny.
think
That's like
that
a man
you
not
two
being
are
funny.
the exception to the rule. Why do you think that is? Because you're both. I think seriously, the top two. Even though I've been
Oh.
sitting here getting-
Rich.
He hasn't been outside of Long Island.
No, I've seen a lot of comics.
You have
I work
not
with
been
a lot
outside
of
of
female.
Long Island.
Yes, I have.
Because there's a lot of fucking funny women in the city.
There are a lot of funny women.
A lot.
I think the reason that I think Carrie is so funny is she goes up, balls out.
Real.
You cannot.
Too real.
You can't go up, but also I think it's from being in Long Island. When I first started and I used to work Long Island, you'd go up, they'd heckle you, they go, oh no, yell
Right.
shit out, woman, show us your tits, all the stuff that they do. When you're in Long Island and you can do well there, and then you can handle the crowd, then that makes you do well everywhere. But it makes you, me on stage, I talk fast. Okay, bam, 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 bam.
Right.
Right away. I don't give them a chance. I remember this one girl
To
comic.
heckle.
I remember this one girl comic, very funny girl. She'd be perfect for TV. But she's like talking, and this is one of the Long Island. She's like, hi. And she's like, and she was very cute. And she's like, and they're like, show us your, she had big tits.
Next.
Show us your tits. And it was a bachelor party up front. So she goes, she goes, hey, okay, guys, calm down. bend over, pussy, ba ba ba. She could not do her act.
Right.
They were so, if you give them an in, if
Right.
you even give them a second to think that they're in control of your show, you go up, you talk fast, hard, and if they say something to you, you fucking go after
I
them
just look
hard.
nasty on stage. I grab the mic and I'm like, don't even.
I know.
Right.
I-
You know
Because
what?
I don't
never
even
understood.
fight with them. I'm like, you're gonna go out. You're getting thrown out. Get
Real
it?
quick, I don't want to take away accolades yet from Patty, from you. But I never understood bachelor parties in a comedy club. Don't they realize that the comedy club is the alibi? You don't go to the comedy club. Like, who set up these plans?
That's
That's
true.
true.
But the women go to the comedy clubs.
Yeah, well, you know,
But the guys don't want it. The guys want to have
Why
tits
do
and
the
stuff.
but why do they go? Why do guys go to comedy clubs? That's so stupid.
Because their girlfriend is going to find
Pussy
out
whipped.
that they went to the listen.
So they
I
have to
wouldn't
show
want
the
my
receipt?
fiancé
Listen-
going to get some girl pushing her tits in his face and
Getting a-
rubbing his
right
thing and doing.
well,
Did your husband have a bachelor party?
really, Patty?
He
was
did.
he
He
allowed
was
to?
40 years old. Where's he going to bachelor party?
Applebee's?
Maybe if he popped a Viagra.
You're terrible. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God,
So,
he's probably watching.
Now, why do you think Patty is fantastic in her routine?
Stop.
Now,
Patty-
I noticed a
Patty
difference,
is all
though.
balls out,
Patty's
too.
like me. I have my set act. I write my material, my
Yes.
joke, and that's how
That's
it
it.
is.
Because I will forget my act if I go from bit to bit. Like if I start talking to the crowd
You
and
get
somebody
lost.
says something, and then I do have a joke that goes to that. I
Right.
don't remember the
But
20
Carrie
minutes that goes
free
in between.
falls it. She taught me years ago. You have to free fall. Let the
I
material
admire that
go.
about her.
I will
admire
go
that.
up. I'll be angry at something that Sam did, and I will just go off.
I
on
can't
him.
do that.
And it's hysterical, but then I can't do it again the next time. It never comes out the same.
Never, ever. You-
Never.
you can never
but I
recapture.
kind of do whatever. Like the other day, he was saying to me, he goes, you know what? I think I want to die in my sleep. And I'm like, really?
That's
love the way-
funny.
That, he's giving me, the going.
I love the one
I don't
with your
wanna
friend
That's
ruin
so
his-
funny.
with the phone call about how her husband. You saw on Facebook her husband is the light of her
yeah,
life.
my friends write
No
these-
names.
Now I'm not going to
One
mention
friend.
the names, but they do these things on Facebook where they go to the rock, to the love of my life.
Oh,
to-
I know. I
Happy
see it all
birthday.
the time.
like happy anniversary or whatever.
Oh.
You've been there through good times and bad, and I would never have
Yes.
achieved what I can. Like all this bullshit, and then
Yes.
all of a sudden I'm like. 3 days ago, she called me up and told me she hasn't fucked her husband in 3 years. He smells. He doesn't shower. He's a
Exactly.
jerk off.
And now he's
now-
the anchor.
And now he's the rock. What kind of a rock?
That's true. It's horrible. I
Stop
hate reading those.
lying. Facebook people, stop lying.
Facebook, everybody wants everybody to think that you're having a great fucking time at everything you're doing.
Right,
It
and
has
how
to be-
great your kids are.
Yeah.
That's like the people that have in their house that plaque that says "Live, Love, and Laugh."
Can I just tell
Really?
you? Can I just say?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something about that plaque?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Live, Laugh, Love. Somebody sent me a Christmas card with Live, Laugh,
Oh.
Love, and I just it irritates
It's
me.
live, love, laugh.
Is it? I don't like it.
You didn't
because
even memorize 3 words.
It's like, don't tell me what to do. Live, love, laugh. I'll live, love, laugh. On
When
my
I
own.
fucking feel like
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Don't fucking push your live,
Well, that's
love,
the
laugh.
Listen,
show. You
today
have a
my
happy home.
today my daughter missed the bus.
Right.
Okay. When that happens,
Ugh.
my fucking nerves,
Ugh.
because I'm exhausted.
Now get a driver.
I got to drive her to school.
Yes.
So God forbid. So now I get the robe, put the robe on, and then I put my coat on over the robe, so
Yes.
it's sticking out the robe. I got my
Yes.
husband's slippers on, which they're torpedoes,
Yes.
and I grab my. I don't even know if I grab my phone, and I get in the car and I take her to the school, and I'm like, please don't make me have to go in and sign you in. So it turns out we got there in the nick of time where she didn't have to get signed in. Now I'm driving and I notice I'm on empty.
Oh
Mm.
no.
Hold on. I press the button to see how many miles. Usually it says 4 miles to
Right.
0, 4 miles to empty. Now it's saying empty. And then it says fuel now. Fuel
That's where
now.
Left Terry came up with the E.
Who's left Terry?
My son.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh my God. Now if I How am I going to walk? Now I got to walk. I want to kill this kid. I want to kill her. So I'm driving going, please God, please God, please God. And I'm at a red light and I'm like, holy shit, I got to accelerate. This is going to take more gas. I turned off all the freaking, I don't have a cell phone.
No air conditioning.
Because I didn't grab the cell phone.
Because you're
like an
rushing. You're
idiot.
rushing out of the house.
Right. So now I'm coasting on fumes and I get to the block. Like I get to the gas station and I'm like, should I just pull in? Because the guy.
She's still in the car?
No, she's
Well, you
at
dropped
school.
her off.
She's
Okay.
So I get to the gas station, that gas station on the corner. Don't mention it. Right. So I get there, and all of a sudden I go, the guy kind of knows me. I'll just say, can you put in $2 and I'll be back and I'll give you $2. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just try to make it home. I make it home. I pull in the driveway and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did. But like that's I start my morning angry.
Right, it's horrible. They change the whole part of your day. When my daughter, she would start my younger one, a fight every morning. And she'd be, "Where's my?" It would be something like a bra. What did you do with my bra? It was like, I go, I don't know where it is. She goes, "You have it." I go, "No, I don't. No, I don't." And she goes, "You gave it to you in my dirty clothes." And I'm like, "I don't have it." She goes, "You do. You do." And I'm like, "I don't have your fucking bra." Now this is like, it's like I've been up for 3 minutes. I'm having a fight like this where we're like screaming. And then Kevin's like, calm down. Kevin always is like in between my younger daughter, puts his hands between us, whatever. He goes, "Calm down." And I'm like, "I'm telling you, I don't have it." She goes, "I'm going to have to wear a different bra today." And then she's like, "Where's my pants?" She's like screaming everything. Okay, they get out of the house. And I just remember I would shut the door and I would lock it. I would turn around and Kevin would look at me and I would just go, "Oh." I would sob and cry. I would be like, "I don't know what I'm going to do." But it was every day. And then literally, this is when I used to have a drinking problem. I'd go into the kitchen. And there's a bottle of wine. I'd have a couple of glasses the night before.
7:30?
Because I would know. I would wait till 5 o'clock, because 5 is when you're not an alcoholic anymore and you can drink at 5. So I'd have my couple of glasses at night. My kids would be a fucking buzzkill. "What about my homework?" You're like, "No." So I remember just looking at the bottle thinking, I wonder if I could have a glass right now, if that would be bad. I wonder if someone would think I was an alcoholic, if someone saw me. But that is what kids do to you in the morning.
It's
Sometimes
annoying.
you need to calm down. Did you ever miss the bus by like a half a minute?
And you
see
see
down
him,
the bus?
you see him driving.
I'm like, get in the car now.
Chasing the bus.
Now. So I go 100 miles an hour to catch up with the bus. I'm honking behind, honk.
They don't-
And I'm like this, and the bus driver never sees me. He's just like driving straight.
He's pretending he does.
Oh
I'm
like, get out.
I give them a 50 the first day of school so they know.
What?
Oh, I grease them.
That is that even though you're Greek, that's
$50.
very
We have
Italian.
fights over that in my house. Like even Christmas tips. We gave
$50.
50 for the 2 kids. And everyone's like, "Yeah, I get 50 a kid." I'm like, "What?"
That seems like a lot.
But my wife is like, nobody
But you know what
pays
they'll
me
do?
to punch their tickets.
$50.
Nobody pays
Yeah,
me.
shut up. $50. We'll make that bus driver pull to your house and go, beep, 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 to let you know I'm going to leave in another 5 minutes.
Wow.
But if you
All
don't give
bus
the
drivers
50,
wait.
They
will
leave.
pull up. They don't see you.
They leave.
Just keep
That's
going.
true. That's
So
true.
I know what
Mine-
I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. What I can't stand is the fucking chorus.
What's the chorus?
You have to drive your kid 30 minutes earlier to the school because they have to sing a 2-minute song for chorus that
Right.
night that you all have to go there on like a
I
Thursday.
know. And I heard
And-
your kids.
Her daughter is the best singer. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
she
she's
is.
a
She
great
is.
singer.
She's good.
She's a very good singer. Kevin used to do. I know we're running over, but I just tell this. Kevin, when the first time he went with me to one of these, I don't know.
Now
if I
he
told
doesn't
this
have
story.
kids.
No kids.
Okay, so
So
he's-
he had no idea what was going on. I go, "Hey, can you come to the dance recital?" And of course, he doesn't want to go. And he goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "My kid's having a dance recital. Anna really wants you to be there." And he goes, "All right, I'll go. I'll
the
go."
worst.
So he's sitting there at the dance recital. I swear to God, this dance recital was 2.5 hours long. Of
it's like
one
sitting at mass.
horrible thing after another, and all the dances are the same, and all the girls look like little hookers with eyeliner and their hair pulled back with a spangly leotard, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And my kid goes on third, and the thing is, we can't leave.
can't leave 'cause they
because
gotta do
they've
the
got
curtain
the
call,
finale,
the
the
back.
curtain call at the end. So he
well,
just
that's
goes,
how they get you to stay.
that's how they get. And so he elbows me, and he's got the program in front of him. He's got a pencil, and he just after every fucking dance, he elbows me, and draws a line. And then he leans over and he goes, 24 more to go.
Yeah, 19.
And it
yeah,
was.
right.
And then he would go and do that. I go, stop being mean. Stop being mean. He goes, this is painful. I mean, it was painful. Painful. When it's your own kids, you're like, oh, okay. And he didn't know them that well then. You know, it was when he was first
No,
dating.
those dance recitals, really, they have to cut them into 2 nights.
That's what they need
no,
to do.
cut them into 2 nights. I don't
agree.
want to sit there through everybody's horrible
Put me in
dance.
Group
No.
B. I don't. Please
Just
don't let me sit through the
do
whole
10
thing.
numbers, 10 numbers or 12 numbers on a Wednesday and 12 numbers on a Thursday, and let's call it a day.
Yes, I agree.
You know what else? And why do they have to incorporate band, orchestra,
Yes.
and chorus? And when I hear
Yes.
kids in chorus, you know, if
You don't
wanna
wanna
sit
hear
through
the-
your kid in
Yes.
chorus, yeah, but they don't want no audience.
That's right.
You know, they have to have an audience.
All right, whatever. These are the things you have to do when you have kids. So
Yeah.
if you're single and thinking about it,
Don't.
think about it.
Think about it.
All right, so we're done, right?
We should say that Adam, what's the name of your studio?
The Rec Room.
the
Rec
Rec
Room
Room.
in Woodside in Queens, correct? RecRoomNY.com. If you want to, you know, he does
Record. and-
record. Thank you.
Yeah, he's the best actually, and he's very good looking.
Very
so
good
if
looking.
you want to date him?
He's got a girlfriend.
available.
He's got a
I don't think he's
girlfriend.
going to want to have kids, but
Not after
so-
this show.
Yeah. So, Rich, where are you going to be this weekend?
Well, Friday night I am doing a Christian coffee shop. I am. It's
You
called
are not.
Samantha's
Yes,
Little Bit
we
of Heaven.
can't do it
in
because you
East
can't say
Northport.
shit. It's a
I
Christian.
could do an hour there.
What's a
squeaky
Christian
clean.
coffee shop?
She seats about 150 people there. It's very nice. Samantha's
She gets a
Little Bit
crowd.
of Heaven.
You have to be completely squeaky
100%.
clean.
Yeah, we can't.
I
do
wouldn't
it.
even have one joke I could do. I
Nothing.
don't
You
think.
can't even say hello.
Well,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
you see,
I'd
I
be
write my
fucking hello.
material.
Fucking hello.
I write my material where I have alternate.
It's also a
punchlines.
good place because you don't have to be funny.
Yes, you do.
What is that?
Is it?
That's why she hired
mean.
me.
That's so mean.
Go on.
Okay.
And
Anything else?
that's where I'm going to be. And
Okay.
Then,
Saturday, nowhere.
the following Saturday, I'm with you, the 21st, for Paul.
Anthony, where are
Paul-
we? Where are we?
It's a benefit for baseball.
Mm.
That's all I
I
know.
guess
Very
they
nice.
need pats and bats and stuff.
Anywhere
I,
this weekend?
I'm going to be. I'm doing a private party.
Yes.
For somewhere in Garden City at a
Okay.
hotel or something, and
Okay.
and it's a private party, so you can't come to see me.
Okay.
That's Saturday night, or is it Friday night?
Friday night.
Oh, it's
You were
Friday
busy.
night, the
Yes.
13th. Right. So
Saturday.
Saturday, you're doing a private party.
No,
that-
Friday I'm doing the private party that they wanted you,
they wanted me,
and you
but
tossed
I'm
it to me,
doing something
and
else.
I'm extremely grateful.
I did toss it to you because it's really good.
It's a really good gig. Thank you.
Next year, they need a male comic.
And then we'll toss it to you. And then Saturday I'm going to be at Dangerfields this Saturday.
I would
Two
have tossed
shows.
it to
Are you there with Peter Bales?
I don't know if Peter Bales is there. He may be.
He
sometime.
does host there, right? Every other weekend?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a few months, a couple of months, so I don't know.
Okay, good. So you
But he
can catch Patty at Dangerfields this weekend.
Yes.
Saturday.
Saturday. Friday you
All right.
can't come.
Thank you for watching our show. This is our
Pleasure.
second show, and
You know, you can always, if you have questions or things you want us to talk about, email Carrie, right, on your Facebook thing. We'll talk about it on the air.
yeah,
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
we love your feedback, and I hope Anna Drac was watching because she's one of my biggest.
Oh, she's your big fan. Yeah.
she's my big fan. Anna
Anna
Drac.
Drac?
We're gonna get Anna Drac here one
Okay.
week.
All right,
she'll be
sounds
the
good.
guest. All right, and thank you.
Good night.
Good night.